Hello everybody, and welcome back to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will, I'm a D&D sex icon. It's Friday night, and we're back today for another episode of Zweihander, Blackhearts. And today's episode is entitled Judgment Day, because that sounded nice and bleak. And it's likely that we're going to get into a fun fight tonight, after some things happened last week that we'll get to in a moment. But let's remind ourselves of who we are and who we're playing tonight, and let's start with Kimmy. How you doing today, Kimmy?
Hi. I am doing fabulous. How are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you for asking.
I'm playing Danny, a human fox. So she's kind of like a little bit of a party girl or a socialite, but I'm vamping it up a little tonight. I think Danny's mental health is deteriorating, and
Ooh.
I like to see where that's going to go.
We could have some madnesses. I was actually just reading about madnesses earlier today, as one does. So yeah, we could give Danny some madness. That'd be cool. Awesome. All right. We have Doxy with us tonight. Doxy, the Magneto to my Charles Xavier. How are you?
I am hanging in there. The Jean Grey to my Rogue. How are you?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm good. I won't keep it going. I could.
I was considering it. I was like, oh God, who else? But hi, I'm Zero Doxy. I'm a disgusting human being. Persephone, Fret. She's part bitch, part witch. You're gonna love her, or you're gonna hate her. Honestly, I don't care either way.
Fuck 'em. We have Ruben with us tonight. Ruben, how's it going, my friend?
I am doing very well. I will not be asking how you are doing because you're going to get asked that a number of times. But I'm doing excellent. I am playing Nick Rattenberry. I am a human Bravo. And whereas Will is a D&D sex icon, Nick Rattenberry is a Zweihander sex icon. Sharp with a sword, sharper with his tongue. And we leveled up recently, and so I am quite good at dodging and parrying, and also pretty good at some of this mental stuff now. I thought I was okay in combat already, so I really wanted to add a little bit more to my rumor and to my folklore, and so I'm really excited to get into the action tonight.
Dope. Awesome. And of course, we have Lydia with us tonight. Lydia, how's it going?
Hi, it's going great. I know how you are, Will, so I will not ask you.
Fine, it's fine. It's whatever. Okay. I don't care, you're good enough.
I'm playing Polaris. She's an elf astrologer. She should probably never talk to witch hunters alone. Sorry, guys.
It's good advice, right?
You did great. I don't have any problem with how Polaris played that.
Yeah, those boys were looking to get mad. No matter what Polaris
so
said.
much last week that I'm just so full of self-doubt now.
That's just my task as a game master. Get in and out again. Just wear down that resolve. I think we may have an Emmett with us tonight. We're expecting an Emmett tonight. He made some joke about fish.
Hopefully everything's okay.
Yeah, it could be an thing.
Joke about fish. He's sure to be here.
Yeah, we're maybe fish. Yeah.
He just mentioned that he will jump in later if he can, okay. But it's unlikely. He has an issue that he's dealing with.
All right. Well, Tomb is dead. I'm kidding. Everyone will be back across next week because of he's at PAX East. Yeah. But we have the rest of these guys, and luckily enough for them, they're all that they've got for what's likely to be a messy fight with a witch hunter. But before we get started today, I'll remind you guys of a couple of things. If you haven't checked out Zweihander yet, it's a game system that we're playing. It's a D100 system, and you can check it out over in grimandperilous.com. You can check it out on Amazon, Target, and Walmart.com to pick up your purchases. And, of course, Drive for RPG, if I didn't mention that one already. There's always a lot of good sales over there, including the new Main Gauss supplement, which is just out with like 72 new professions, I think is the number, and a ton of more sort of martial classes for you to play in this Zweihander games. Definitely go and check that out. And, of course, our usual sponsors include Fantasy Grounds, Wayland Games and tabletoploot.com. I'll try not to speak too much because I'm still kind of sick, and the longer I speak, the more I need to sneeze and cough. So the links are there in the chat. If you want to check them out, go ahead and do so. You can retweet this tweet as well. We give away dice when we hit 20 retweets, and of course, donate to a better game by giving players Nat 1s, Nat 20s, wild magic surges, and worse. Okay, so a quick summary of what happened, not last week, but a couple of weeks ago. On episode 7, the party ran into some witch hunters. Witch hunters being the guys that come and knock on your door and try and take you away. And as Lydia mentioned, Polaris ended up having a conversation in which they decided that she and the rest of the party were deemed heretics and likely to be, they're going to try and kill them, basically. Or hang them, burn them, whatever it is. If they resist, they'll try and murder them in so doing. And it seems like they've already captured 2 of their friends, Marie and Jean, the 2 Blackhearts, and possibly the little girl that they were recently had befriended and taken to eat some pie with only the other week. And it seems like they have extracted some information and believe that the party are working for the Princess of Red Carnage. They are actually correct in that matter. And they really want the Princess of Red Carnage as their main goal, this crow who's given them information on the plague and apparently protection from the plague if they find the source of the plague somewhere within the city. They've been trying to do that, but their plans have been scuppered somewhat now by the witch hunters in town. There are 2 of them. They've got off into the temple. Meanwhile, the party are having a furtive conversation because at this point, really, they've decided that they need to kill the witch hunters. The witch hunters are such a problem that if they stay any longer, more witch hunters are going to come. They're going to try and kill the party and probably all the party's friends as well if they are not stopped first. So these 2 witch hunters in the temple need to be dealt with in today's episode, it seems like. So, yeah.
Do you guys smell that? It's the smell of Persephone being right.
That is...
I didn't recognize it. I don't smell it that often.
All right, touche.
I thought it was just bangers and mash. I thought that was just...
the usual sense, yes.
Usual.
Yeah.
Well, we'll kick off at the Horse and Mare, which is Mash's tavern, where the party have been staying. And Mash himself has been threatened and is likely to also be sort of joined up in the mass executions when the witch hunters finally decide to bring everyone in. So, it's late.
You gave him a dagger and a spear, right?
He has a dagger.
He has a spear.
He
has my spear, and he has your dagger.
And my axe, yes. And
he's a big dude, so hopefully he can fend for himself.
Yeah. Mash looks like he could handle himself in a brawl at the very least, even if he's not a trained soldier. Right. So the group of you find yourselves in the Horse and Mare. It's gone midnight. Just had the conversation with the witch hunters. They've gone off to the temple. A few warnings have been sent out to various different NPCs. So Charlie went and saw Phineas and the boy Tom. Yeah. And we'll pick up with the group of you. The tavern is empty, so apart from Mash, so it's really the group of you. And what would you guys like to do? Or doing at the moment, I guess.
So, first order of business, I think that Charlie, I'm correct in assuming that it's going to be the 4 of us, and we're not going to be Jaegering Charlie or Tomb, right?
Yes, I think so. I think Charlie will be helping Phineas and Tom make their escape, and reading up on the book, so we have some information for you.
Spending a lot of time reading the book, and then Tomb will presumably warn the dock workers and deal with the boat and the skulls. That's right, or the masks, I mean. And then perhaps be doing some downtime activities of his own, seeking out other malcontents or something within the city. So it's going to be the 4 of us. Do we want to try to take on these 2 witch hunters head on? Because I'm of 2 minds here. One is it sends a great message if we do take them head on. But my hunch is that there would be just more witch hunters where that came from. I don't think that killing 2 of them is going to do much overall other than make us feel good and buy us time. Now, if all we need is time, and it's possible all we need is time. I mean, it's 2 weeks' journey to the nearest witch hunters, I would assume, or to Arkenbury.
Maybe even
which is-
further.
Yeah.
So I think Polaris would probably know this. There aren't many of them. That's the one thing that you have, and they're sort of few and far between. So them being in town is unusual. If you were to be able to kill them before they sent out letters and messages to the other witch hunters, then that might be enough to save you. Particularly, Dr. Phineas had warned Charlie that if the bodies were never found, that would be far better. If the witch hunters were never confirmed to be dead. Yeah.
So they've made it apparent that they want us to start something. Magic related.
Let's not go crazy. They don't want us
I don't
to
want to
start
start something.
They want us to die. That's what they want
to have. Right, but if they want us to die and had an excuse to do so, they would have just tried to kill us already. They're trying to egg us into starting it.
They're lawful evil. They're trying to find enough evidence on us that they can publicly dispatch.
Your suspicion may be that Polaris's confession to them is all that they need to arrest.
I'm not sure it was a confession. She's licensed. Whatever their definition is. If it were a confession, they would have just killed you in the street or tried to. So they're waiting for something else to happen. I'm sorry?
Does Polaris having papers and being properly trained, does that make a difference to them?
It
Does
did
it?
not. They did not give a shit.
It didn't seem to make a difference after her confession to them is in their
Well-
terms. So yeah.
Listen,
So remember these
those
dudes are the
papers got us
KGB,
into
they're
the
the
city,
Gestapo,
so I just
the secret police. They heard
But
what
they
they
still
wanted
have
to
to
hear from
go
Polaris.
about it the right way, right? So
Yeah.
we have a little bit of an advantage there. They're going to have to arrest us to kill us unless we approach them first, right? Right?
You don't know. Okay, you could roll me a folklore. Roll me a folklore and see what you might know about the practices of the witch hunters. Also, Staffin has given a wild magic surge to Danny because of the hat. The hat deserves a surge. Agrees.
Nice.
So it's a 10,000. Can we roll that one for you? Yeah, righty.
I did real good.
We did. Alrighty.
So the other thing that occurs to me is we are down our other 2 melee combatants. So I am going to take all of the fire if we start something or something gets started. Do any of you have ranged healing abilities?
No, sir. I'm a diabolist.
All right.
Healing is
I
not
do-
my strong suit.
I can
Sorry, do you have any
maybe
what?
check the stars
Ranged-
and see if it's your actual death date yet.
That's a
Dope.
way of healing. But yeah,
You
by the
will
way,
die,
Danny's wild magic is that the next potion imbibed by Danny doubles in volume 1d20 times. So the next potion you take, which is probably a laudanum one, you're going to have loads of it. It's like an endless bottle of laudanum.
Jeez.
I am so excited for this.
Okay.
Shit, yes.
I have a.
I'll read
I have a.
the
Oh, sorry.
folklore check real quick. So, yeah, once they have the information that they need, what they do is that they'll go and write an arrest warrant, basically a writ for your arrest. That would be placed around the town, and you would be, called a traitor or a heretic, and then anyone can arrest you. But specifically, they would probably come and get you afterwards as well. So that's a way of flushing out, other heretics, that sort of thing. So you don't feel safe. You might try and run. and then they'll try and get you. So the longer you wait, you will become sort of public enemy number 1 in Einem. If you aren't careful.
It seems like this encounter is inevitable. We need to have this encounter happen before that official paperwork goes through. Which means that we're in a bit of a rush. The good news is that the witch hunters are antsy. They're antsy and they're pantsy, and that means that we're going to be able to draw them into a trap that we set. We get to have this fight on our terms, on our turf, where and when we choose to have it. I would like to have it as far from other people as possible, and so here's my thought. I suggest we have Tomb rig the boat with explosives.
Oh, but I like the boat.
Yep.
I like the boat too.
We can get more boats. We cannot get more heads.
More boats. We rig the boat with explosives and we draw them to the wharf and to our slip, and we trick them onto the boat somehow. Probably by me being on the boat and then running downstairs. So here's my idea. Is there a way that we could like cut a hole in the side on the blind side of the boat, where if I'm standing on the ship, arms out, and like, come and get it, boys, and run downstairs, then like climb out the porthole, then they're in the ship when we trigger the thing to blow?
Theoretically, yeah.
Is that a thing that we can do?
Yeah, I would definitely let you do that. It may not be, the swiftest thing. You might need, to get a couple of axes or whatever, or saws or something to go and go and hack through that boat. But yeah,
that's my idea.
Rig it, yeah.
That's the extent of my plan. Anybody else got anything?
Good idea.
Yeah, as a barmaid, I'm probably not entirely useful here. Yeah, I like this plan.
We've seen the damage that you can do from these Molotov cocktails, so yeah, running with an idea like that, it could work.
If we rig the place up with enough cheap bottles of liquor, I think we'll be okay. Hey, Mash.
Hello.
Hi, Mash. How you doing?
Well, I'm a bit concerned about all this talk of witch hunters and the like.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. We're going to try to draw it away from here because we like it here and we don't want you hurt or anything. You got that spear and that dagger. You're a big dude, right? Like you got a good deadlift?
Well, I put on a few pounds, but yeah, I can take someone, but don't know about no witch hunters.
Well, that's fair. How much of the highest proof garbage alcohol do you have?
Well, that's all the alcohol we have.
Oh, good, perfect. The ale is not going to be explosive or conducive to flame, but if you've got fire water, moonshine, fire water, any Everclear, any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I gave you some bottles of that, plenty of that.
Okay. Put it on a tab of some kind, and we will make a down payment, and then, assuming we survive, we'll pay the rest.
I just pass over 3 silver right now.
Yeah.
All right.
It's possible we should stop at other place that I wrote the name down of and ask for their supply as well. The known whisper.
Yeah, known
whisper.
Yeah.
And see if Dawson is open to some barter as well. But before we do that, any of that, the other thing that might be worth pursuing is Danny's connection with the royals, the family that owned the place, the family that owned Castle Dumire, and the Chapmires, and see what their angle on things are. Thoughts, Danny?
Well, how much time do you think we have before the witch hunters are going to come after us in full force?
Well,
Probably tonight while they think we're sleeping.
yeah, they just went back to the Citadel, or the church. Mother Paulina's probably asleep by this point. She's an old lady. They're probably not going to do anything during the day. They'll probably spend the day filing the paperwork. And then we can set the fight up for the following evening. But that gives us tonight and tomorrow for information gathering and recon, and for setting the ship to blow. And I'm sure the younger, Dumire the younger, not Dumire, Chapmire the younger, will be eager to have a visit from Miss Danny.
He makes my skin crawl. Why don't we just murder the witch hunters tonight, and then I can go
Good.
talk
We could
to
try.
Chapmire. I mean, the intel is going to stay there, regardless of whether or not the witch hunters are dead, but if there are people actively seeking to harm us at the moment, I
True.
feel like that is a pressing issue.
The other thing is it is going to take a little bit of time to set up our battlefield, to bring all of our explosive booze, to have Tomb rig it all up, and to make sure that whoever is going to be the bait can get out before it explodes or whatever happens. And we don't need all of us for that. Or maybe we do. So if you don't think it'll help,
Well, I don't know that it'll help with the witch hunter, but I definitely think we need to speak to Patrick again. I just don't want to.
and see and turn that into a connection to Philippe, the elder, to talk about the castle as well. Although, I'm sure that he will be amicable to you as well. As for the bait you were saying,
Oh, Polaris, you don't have any spell or poultice, or I don't know how this switch stuff works. Something to make it look like someone's on the ship, but they don't actually have to be there. We can't put a scarecrow and then you make it look like it's Nick.
I don't think I know anything like that yet, but let me look through some books.
Okay. I would rather none of us be bait if we didn't have to be, but
I also, and I hate to say this, don't think I make the best bait.
I'll do
I
it.
know it.
I'm sorry?
I'll be the bait.
Well, if Hilda goes, I'm going to.
Yeah. Well, you're the two magic users, so that would be good bait.
And we both
well,
have.
Polaris is a magic user. Hilda's just
Oh yeah, Polaris is the magic user.
Right.
Sorry.
They think I'm a witch. That's
Right. They think you're a witch. Yeah. But that's what they think is good enough,
I do have
as
some
far as they're concerned.
protection circles I can use, but I don't know if magic works with them. I'm not clear on that.
Oh.
I think that they are resistant to magic effects and damage, perhaps immune. would you know any further additional information about that? Anyone who studied this?
Down for you to roll the folklore on. Yeah, roll me the folklore on that, Polaris, and. Ooh.
I nailed it.
19, yeah.
Nice.
So you've met with witch hunters before, and you'd be familiar with their practices. So despite their hatred of magic, they actually have a fairly competent handle of it themselves. They are resistant to magic. You're not sure if they're completely immune to it, but it certainly doesn't work particularly well against them. Their sole task to be finding and killing magic users. It's even said that they can cast magic spells that are upon them back until the witches. You haven't ever seen that happen, but that's certainly like the talk around camp sort of thing.
Wow.
They are also said
What
to
about,
be
like-
able to destroy the minds of witches.
So
What about like magic circle, like the thing that both Persephone and I have?
Yeah, you don't know. They might be able to destroy it with like, the equivalent of like holy water or something like that.
right.
But they it should work to bolster your attacks, but whether or not it will affect them is another thing.
Yeah, I think that buffs like Magic Circle and potions that make you stronger or faster or smaller or more agile or whatever, or braver, which is what I'm planning on drinking ahead of time. It's just some bravery water, which we now have lots of, luckily. I think is the way to go for y'all, as well as distraction things. And then we kill them with fire and sticks. Like God intended.
Fitting.
I think
for
you're
people
muted,
who
Dan.
burn people.
You were saying?
Can't we just stab them?
Yeah, let's stab them. You have a new crossbow, right?
No, I need to get a crossbow. One of the
Yeah,
rogue.
if we can find some ranged artillery, that would be ideal for this setup. Do you?
Agreed.
Does anyone have any ideas on where to get some arbalists at this hour? It's probably going to be the cheapest. Ooh, Tomb could probably get some cast iron grenades. Those are cheap.
Nothing.
Soon could probably get you that.
Like that. And then some amount of bow work. How much gold do we have?
I've got 2.
I think Charlie made some money.
I made some as well.
Okay. So cast iron grenades are 3 gold a piece. I think we want at least one of those. Actually, can either of you... Actually, sorry. To the one magic user, I'm sorry that I keep messing that up. To the one magic user, can you light fire from far away? Or drop a kerosene lantern from far away?
I can call lightning.
Would that function to light the stuff on fire?
Probably, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
So as not to depend on aim for, we only get
Yeah,
one
you'd
shot
have to-
at the first
Yeah, you'd
light.
have to hit the roll, yeah.
I have to target it and then pass.
Yeah, you'd have to pass the spell, which you could, like, guarantee with your incantation. Yeah.
Yeah, I have my witch cocaine, so.
Nice. So we've got... So I think
There are a few
that's
materials I need to get to. Particularly mash.
There we go.
Is there a cellar
Uh,
here?
Yep. Down there.
What is the floor made of?
Stone and
Excellent.
bit of mud.
Perfect. Do you know where I might find an apothecary?
At this hour?
Or an alchemist? Yeah, at this hour. It doesn't matter if it's open.
We need a 24-hour pharmacy.
You probably won't go to that bar you was going to the other day, Known Whisper. There's all sorts hang out there, even real late. Sort of black market stuff, you know?
Great.
I'm up for a field trip. I have something else
I
I'm
need to
hoping
go
to
there.
grab. Okay.
Right.
Well, then, are we all just going to go do that and see what we can?
I think so.
Perhaps
think
we can
that-
find a Boyer there too for you, Danny.
Right. The other option, if y'all are interested, is that we try to gamble for some more gold. And with
Two
that
birds, one stone.
gold, get some more weaponry.
I get the feeling you're very lucky in gambling, Nick.
I don't like to think of it as luck. But yes.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
And Danny is also quite skilled, and having two at the table would be much better.
Right, then I will shop. I will look for a Boyer for you. You two will earn money.
Polaris, what are you up to?
Watching my back.
Okay.
That's
With
right.
you two traveling together, I think that is... I mean, buddy system's the way to go. But you're the two that they think are witches, so
We'll all be in the same bar.
that's fair. All right. Mash? Maybe lock up early tonight?
Yeah, right.
Sorry to keep doing that to you, Mash.
It's alright. I mean, keeps things exciting, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Bangers will let nothing happen to you. She boops his nose.
He sneezes.
He's
Right.
a dog.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the Whisper, to the known Whisper.
Alrighty, so you guys head over town, and you find yourselves over to the Known Whisper, which is indeed the sort of skeezier, darker side of inns in Einem, and it's pretty smoky and smoggy inside. People are gambling, smoking, and the like, and you recognize the barkeep Dawson, who has got one leg and an eye patch, at the bar as you guys enter in. Plenty of sort of dark nooks and crannies where people are sort of lurking at this hour. Dawson nods as a group of you enter. Alright.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
just, I'm not gonna waste your time. Please don't waste mine. I'm looking for an apothecary.
Alright.
Where's your dealer?
Genuinely, though.
He nods into like one of the dark corners, says, "That fella in there." And you see a man in, he's wearing a dark cowl, has a set of bags either side of him and a booth, and seems to be smoking a pipe.
Right, and an arms dealer?
He nods over at another corner of the bar, and there's a woman there who is maybe a bravo as well, actually, and she seems to be adorned in various different weapons, and has a lot of different bags of weaponry as well, just sort of littered about the place somewhat. He says, "You want to speak to her over there? This wouldn't have
slip
anything to
him
do with
3
those."
coppers.
Yeah, he says, "This wouldn't have anything to do with those hunters that came by earlier, did they?"
Absolutely not.
Plausible deniability. I don't say that out loud. That was me out of character.
Because I might have some news.
I slide him 3 more copper.
He smiles and says, "Well, I heard that they went back up to a temple around here in the city, and well, there have been sounds of fighting from inside."
Interesting.
Sounds of fighting from inside.
It's all right. Yep. Must have been super upset about something.
Huh. And these people, they'll take care of you if anything goes down here, yeah?
Gonna be fine, don't worry. Nothing happens here.
Good, thanks for your help.
Bangers. Hilda.
Mm.
See if you can make use of these, and I will slide you 3 laudanum, 3
Sure.
tincture, and a red cap mushrooms.
Nice. Okay, let me write that down real quick.
Okay,
3
I can put it in the
laudanum,
3 laudanum,
3
3
tincture,
tincture.
and 1 mushroom.
1 red cap mushrooms. And if you have the opportunity, get the name of the woman with all the weaponry for me. She's like, it's my type.
Got you. I'll put it over.
Not the priority, but you know.
There's always time to dip your toes in. She secretly reaches into her bag and pats the book.
Toes, Will. Toes.
Weird stuff.
Dip your toes in the pool. You guys are perverts. Jesus.
Speaking of perverts, who should walk into the bar as Persephone is headed over to either the apothecary or the yarn stealer?
The apothecary first, for sure.
Yeah, the apothecary first. Then you see swaggering, handsome, tall, resplendent in his armor, Sir Patrick Chapmire. And he's accompanied by someone that looks like to be a servant or attendant. And he's telling a story as he comes in, just finishing the tale to a servant who's snickering and laughing as they enter the bar. And he meets Danny's eye as he walks in. Ah, I remember you. You're Vanny. Janny?
All of the above.
Manny. I knew it. I knew it. Sir Patrick Chapmire, I'm sure you remember me, and these must be your fellow co-workers.
Yes.
Hard
They're my
pass,
friends.
and I walk away.
We're just out
Yeah.
for a ladies' night, and I'm just gonna like try to really play off that like we're not together, like really hard.
Oh, I see. So, a customer. I understand, Jenny.
Patrick, buy me a drink. Be a doll.
Of course. Dawson, whatever this fine lady wants to drink, and I'll have an ale, and your other co-worker here. He points towards Polaris. Would you like something to drink?
No, thank you. And then I would go with Persephone.
Yeah, that's fine.
They're
So,
the strong, silent type.
oh yes, me too. So, what's a girl like you doing in a place like this?
Oh, you know, just hiding out from the plague like everyone else. Waiting for you to come and sweep me off my feet as usual.
Well, perfect timing. Although, you know, it's a bit of a dangerous time to be out. There are witch hunters about.
Oh.
We wouldn't want them to think that we're heretics, now would we?
No, can't let them know the truth, can we?
Quite.
Why don't
He's
you
already
settle
quite drunk, you
yourself
can tell.
at a card table, and I will join you momentarily.
Very good, very good. He goes over and barges into a poker game. So Persephone, Nick, and Polaris have headed over to the apothecary first of all. Danny will be back following in a moment. So you head over to the man who's cowled and has plenty of bags sort of just situated around him that look to be burgeoning with various different potions and poultices and the like. He's got a long blonde hair.
I would not go over. I don't want to. Okay. I know how this works. I don't want to overload him with people. You know, that's why I handed everything off to Hilda.
Okay. Hilda and Polaris head over. He sort of looks up to you. Yes, can I help you with something?
Yeah. Look, I'm in a hurry. I need 3 Witchstone Essence from you. I need 3 quintessential royal water from you. I need Epsom salts from you as much as you have.
I need Epsom salts too.
And how much coin do you have?
How much do you need?
Well, let me just find the table where I see the prices of everything in this game.
Yeah,
Then I'll let you know. Won't be long.
He pulls out a smartphone and just starts.
Control F. That's how I find everything. Let's see. Not lodging and tavern. Medicine. No. Not all of it is medicine. Maybe is it on the black market? Oh no. Oh no.
What are we looking for?
Witchstone, Epsom salts, and something else.
Quintessential royal water.
Page 340 is Witchstone.
Oh, does it give us prices though? I was looking at chapter 7.
Elixirs is 341.
Let's see, trapping. Let's see if black market goods helps us. It does not. Alright, well, how much is laudanum?
It was a gold each, wasn't it?
Gold each?
Yes.
So let's say that it's a gold each for, let's see. Oh, Apothecary's Cabinet. I might have found it. Is a variety of ingredients, including Epsom salt, which is maybe smelling salts. Smelling salts by the
Smelling
capsule
salt is different.
Yes. Oh, okay, but it converts them. It says Epsom salt, use smelling salt, basically. So it's 7 silver per capsule of Epsom, and let's say it's a gold for the Witchstone.
Great.
Because that's magic.
And the royal water?
Royal water, is that what it's called? Is saltpeter, which is 1 silver by the vial. So 1 silver for saltpeter, 7 for Epsom, 1 gold for Witchstone essence.
All right. Well, I have this, and I put down 1 gold coin, 1 silver, 1 copper, 3 laudanum, 3 tincture, and 1 red cap mushroom. Trade?
Perfect. He is happy with that.
Great.
Excellent. How many Epsom salt did we get for that?
Oh man, I don't know. You did a conversion. It's 7. No. Oh wait, no. Actually, it says Epsom salt by the vial is 2. Oh my god. Yeah,
we have a lot of Epsom salt now.
Is 2 silver.
So we around like 10 probably. We can get.
10,
Yeah. We have all the Epsom salt we could possibly need in this godforsaken city.
Okay.
For my Witchstone essence, that's a magic item. That's nothing I need to purchase, right?
Correct. You've already got Witchstone essence.
Perfect. And
I
so
do
if I
not
want to
have
prepare it,
any.
I have to roll a check to see how many I make. Is that correct?
Yeah. How many you snort in one go?
All right, I'll do that later.
I look
Cool.
to I look to the dude. I nod and pull Polaris away, and I say, I really need to make a permanent circle in the cellar for Mash to evade to if he gets in trouble. I need to do that. So if you can convert this to Witchstone Essence for me, I would really appreciate it.
Of course.
Cool. So just whenever you do that, I will take some of it. I need 3 of them and 3 of the royal water I have. Sorry, now I'm just talking to myself.
Sure. Game Master, metagame question. How long do you anticipate a fight with these folks taking? Because I don't want to take up too much time with prep if we're going to miss a fight.
Oh no, we've got time. We've got time.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask a couple questions to Dawson.
Okay.
What are the stakes of the poker game or the gambling games that are in the building? What are the gambling games that are available, and what are the stakes?
Yeah, so they pretty much just play poker in the building. There's like the upfront tables, which are in the front of the room. Buy-in is 10 silver. The backroom stuff is buy-in 1 gold.
That's it?
Obviously, you can. That's where the games start. Where they go from there, Dawson doesn't really.
He doesn't know what the average stack looks like in the back.
When it's deep into the night, Dawson would say that you're into the dozens of gold pieces because it's where like nobles might go to gamble. Yeah.
I would tip a couple of brass pennies for that information, and also for the ale that I presumably am buying. I would attempt to slyly maneuver past Danny and sidle up, pretending to still be the best friend, and being like, "How are things going?" And then, while sort of under my breath, under the din of the crowd, being like, "See how much Patrick is willing to lend you to play poker."
What information am I leading him for? I can't remember.
So the Chatmeyers, Patrick, the one we're talking to, and his father, Philippe, are the original proctors of Castle Dumire, which is theoretically the castle out in the woods where all these bad things are coming from. So, yeah, that's what we're pressing for information is. Information on what happened at Castle Dumire, why are they not there anymore. Other information you would know is that the infection is a precursor to an invasion, typically. And so once the infection starts coming, then the dead invade the city like they did in the first place. There are hundreds of souls in there.
Yeah, I think the hope was to use Patrick's sort of arrogance to try and get him to take back his property in the castle. So try and use him to let's get Castle Dumire back and then
the
get
prodigal
his
son returns.
Yeah.
Other information that you might use is that his father is the author of 22 books, and so is a bit of a learned man. There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna ask the barkeep for 2 glasses of wine.
Yep. Dawson pulls you some unlabeled wine and take it over. Patrick sort of he's losing gold, but he doesn't seem to really care. He's got a big, heavy coin purse and a big sword on his back as well, so he doesn't seem to mind sort of gambling away gold and losing it. And Johnny, thank you for the drink.
Oh, I don't bring him a wine. I'm going to down one of the wines, and then I'm going to take the other one to the table.
He smiles. So, this round's over here, but what are you up to? You and your friends here.
Just carousing. I've heard stories about you. You left quite an impression on me, and I couldn't help but ask. So, what is the story about Castle Dunmire? I'm so intrigued.
That place, that old place somewhere in the forest. I don't really remember. Let me see. Oh, it's this old castle, sort of built on a bit of a bog, and so long ago my family decided to ditch that old castle and build a better castle here, which is, turned into the city of Einem. I suppose it's somewhere out there in the forest still, most likely fallen into disuse now, though.
You've never thought about going back and reclaiming what's yours? I mean, a strong, powerful man like you.
Yes, I am. But, well, you see, I'm more concerned, I suppose, with the city itself. I mean, I'm not sure how much you dabble in politics, but the Emperor took away the rulership of the city away from me and my father and gave it to this knight, some jumped up idiot named Sir Renfred or something like that. And he now rules the city. Now I am no longer set to inherit the city itself. My father seems not to care. All he does is write bloody poetry about it. And, taking back the city is a far shot more in my eyesight than taking back an old castle. Unless there was something interesting there, perhaps. I don't know. Where might teach that Renfred a lesson, though?
You could use it as a base of operations while you build up your forces. I mean, it's a travesty with Dunjail. Clearly, the city's yours.
We need to take this conversation to a private room. All right, the wolves have ears round here, you know.
Well,
Dawson, so somewhere quiet round here. Dawson points to one of the back doors. Sir Patrick says, you're coming up with a lot of good ideas. Well, I mean, I'm having the ideas, but you're saying them. And
I'm a good sounding board.
yes, channeling my excellent thoughts. Let's speak some more. The back room, in case anyone overhears us.
Well, can my darling girlfriend come with us?
Oh, yes, of course. Hey, if she's
Nikki!
Hey!
Nikki, come on.
Am I going with? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I'm not going to
Sounds
be
like it's
alone with this.
Hey, girlfriend!
Right. So the three of you head into the back room to discuss treason, basically treason.
Yeah, right.
As you do.
Okay.
As I leave, I'm going to try to make eyes at the arms dealer woman, and just in passing, and hopefully this is a situation where it's like a busy bar where I have to pass slightly, and so I will do the old like turn in the doorway kind of move, and then turn and walk.
Yeah. The old turn in the doorway and turn and walk, when
there's like this much room,
I got what you meant. Yeah, she sort of like catches your eye as you're going into the room.
Cool. That's all.
Okay, so where's Polaris? Is she still with?
She just disconnected.
Hilda?
It looks like.
Oh no,
Bammed out.
it's okay. Persephone, you're headed over to the arms dealer?
Yeah, the Boyer, the arms dealer.
Yeah. So she's got sort of like short cropped hair, she's wearing studded leather armor, and she's just sort of like weapons everywhere all around her, and she's sort of sitting back, she's got a horn of ale in one hand, and she looks to you. Hey, how can I help?
I would slide into a seat next to her and just look entirely bored. Like, look at my nails, whatever, and be like, your bows, your crossbows, can I see them?
Sure. She, so she hands over a composite bow, an arbalest crossbow, a longbow. Yeah, she pretty much shows you an arrangement of various different weapons. There's a crossbow in there as well. They all look to be pretty, pretty well manufactured.
I take the prettiest looking one, and I'm like, how much for this one?
Yeah, let's say there's one with like anyone like an arbalest crossbow, I guess, probably the prettiest one. Those things are like have got like several winches on them. This one's like engraved. She says that one's 5 gold.
I think you're gonna give it to me for one gold.
I don't think so. That's 5 gold there. Now, if you're looking to spend 1 gold piece, then best you're gonna look at is I don't know, maybe a short bow or a throwing knife, something like that. I mean, a throwing knife can kill someone pretty well. You know, just gotta throw it right.
Well, I tell you what. What's your name?
Alicia.
Alicia. I like you so far. I want to keep liking you, and I want to walk out of here with this crossbow. Now, I have 1 gold. I'm happy to take a debt if I must, but if I have to kill you to get out of here with this crossbow, that might have to happen. That might have to happen, because if I don't walk out of here with this crossbow, then men are going to come in here and slaughter everyone.
I can roll me an intimidate.
Sure
I'll
thing.
give you a +10 to it because she's seen the witch hunters here earlier today.
Nice.
She is afraid of them. Oh yeah. Woof. She,
I'm on fire tonight, chat room. Sorry, I'm excited.
She nods. I think I know who you're talking about. All right, how about this? I'll give you this if you're going to use it for this week. Okay? And then you pay me another 2 gold if you live. And if you die, well, then it's my investment goal. How's that sound?
I promise you I will not die. I slide her the 1 gold piece.
Yeah. Then you can
I
owe
will
me.
be back to pay the rest. I promise. I leave also my holy symbol with her as collateral.
Okay.
By the way, that guy, and I point at Nick, the one in the woman's clothes, magical dick.
Man, best wingman ever.
She nods appreciatively.
Man. Fist bump. Awesome. Love it.
I get up and walk away.
Man, that exchange could not have gone better.
If there are 2 words that a lady likes to hear, it's magical dick.
Yep, that's what I'm guessing in my DMing. I'm trying to put myself in the shoes of a Bravo and a CD bar, hearing the words "magical dick." That's a win.
Great. Awesome.
No.
Well, this is the
So
best
meanwhile-
episode of this show.
This is a great episode. Yeah, we're killing it. So meanwhile, Danny and Nick are in a room with Sir Patrick Chapmeyer and his servant, having a whispered conversation about using Castle Duma as a base of operations for basically overthrowing the government as it currently stands. So he says, what you said before about that Castle Duma, it's far enough away that I could muster forces there without Renfrew noticing. And you see, I can't do it while in the city because it would be too obvious, and well, I don't want that. After all, he commands a sizable force. Perhaps if I, spent a few months training an army there, Perhaps that could work. What do you think? What do I think about this? What do you think I think about this?
I think that this city is your birthright, and without you and your family, it will crumble to ash. You're its only hope.
You're right. Damn right. Yes, Renfred must be disposed of, gotten rid of, taken out of the equation by any means necessary, I think. Of course, the army will just be to intimidate the city of Ireland. We won't actually come to any bloodshed, I'm sure. But, well,
No, they'll turn tail and run and cower at your magnificence.
Yes. Yes. You're very good at this. I'm very good at this. Good at interpreting it. Renfred is, he's a man, just like any other man. And men have weaknesses for creatures like yourselves, Jenny. What if you were to get close to this man? Whisper in his ear, put thoughts in his head, words in his mouth, that sort of thing. What kind of money would you be looking for something like that?
Oh, I don't know. Depends on the thoughts and the whispers and...
With Patrick's full attention on Danny, in the background, I'm just very obviously mouthing like,
how's 50 gold pieces sound?
Oh, I don't
It's
know.
like king's ransom.
I'm just a woman, and our minds aren't made for this kind of thing, and it's so taxing to put so much thought, and it makes me so weary. So I think because of that, I'm no good at math. 500?
500 gold pieces is more money than you'll ever be able to spend. And yet, I have that kind of money to spend. You're good at this, even if your mind is
So
strong as a man's. But Renfred,
such a compliment.
Renfred could be deceived by you, I think. Yes. How about this? I will pay you in installments. As long as you stay with him, close to him, mind, I will pay you this money. You'll report back to me on what he's doing, what he's thinking, and if he hears of any goings on at Castle Dumire, then you will let me know. You will be my spy. Yes. Yes. Very good.
I like this. Oh, the intrigue. So exciting.
Yes, but I will warn both of you, and he looks over towards Nick, if word of this leaves this room, I will have both of you executed. They won't find the bodies either.
oh, honey, don't worry about me. This will stay between us girls.
Very well.
Nikki's
If I
a good girl.
hear anything other than that, I'll know who to blame.
No worries.
Your first installment. And he pays you 50 gold pieces, a coin sack.
Sir
There's
Patrick, you
plenty
are
of-
so good at this.
I know. There are plenty of soirees, parties like that Renfred has to attend. Go there and speak with him. See what you can do.
Do you know what the next soiree is on his schedule?
Yes. 2 days from now. There's a gala that I'm holding, in fact, at the Chapmire Estate. All the nobles will be in attendance, including Renfred. I'll see you there. And remember, if I don't see you there, I know what that will mean.
You can trust me.
Do we need an invite?
You're already on the guest list.
Oh, you are too kind.
Make sure it's... I love all the little pet names you have for me, but Danielle.
Who's that?
That's my given
Don't
name.
forget. Oh, I see. Danny Janny. What a strange name.
Danny Janny.
Believe me, I know. The nuns, they weren't clever. I don't have a strong, masculine, powerful name like Sir Patrick Chapmire.
Yes. Quite. Right. Well, I best get organizing some things. And I'll see you in 2 nights' time.
See you there. And I'll go ahead and back out of the room.
I will also leave the room as well. Nice job. Weapon of mass seduction.
I need a shower.
You can afford one. Might I procure a few of those gold pieces so as for trying to so we can I can either try to turn those gold pieces into more gold pieces, or we can take our guaranteed win and turn those into weaponry.
I'll take a good chunk of them and try to turn them into more. I have a few things and buy.
I will take. May I have 10?
Have them. I will give him 10.
I'll take 10. As I leave the room, my expression changes and drops. Back to Nick. I will walk up to the bar, order 2 of whatever Alicia is drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Walk over to her, making eye contact the whole time. Extend a drink.
Ah! You're the man with a magic penis.
My reputation precedes me. Would you like a beverage?
She takes a drink.
Here it goes. It's in my pocket.
Oh, so done.
I wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah, that was
I
great.
like her.
You never do. Yeah.
Oh, she's my type, and she's also my type. Like Nick and Ruben are just in love. So I hear you are the many-armed woman, the well-armed woman. What do you have in the way? Do you have a connection for an armorer?
I can find someone who can get you some armor. I mostly deal in the arms, though. What are you
Great.
looking for?
Well, my compatriots are not as well trained. Something that they can deal a lot of damage with in short succession, but at range. Whatever you recommend. I, on the other hand, have a lot more martial training, and so I'm looking for bigger firepower.
What are you wielding at the moment?
I'm mostly a close quarters combatant right now, so I don't have anything from far away.
Oh, if you're looking for
But it's
ranged
good-
weapons.
It's good to diversify.
So that goal over there, an arbalest. It's pretty sturdy. That's gonna do you well. Shoots well from about 9 yards. That'll stop a man, even in some heavy armor, dead in the tracks. Or if you're more of a bowman than a longbow, you can't go wrong with that. But personally, I prefer the crossbows. More punch.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have access to firearms, pistols?
Yeah.
What would those run me if so?
Can, but if you're gonna get something even as simple as a flintlock from one of the guards, that'll set you back about 50 gold pieces. Yeah, ain't cheap. But it ain't easy to get hold of neither, so.
You don't have access to one right now?
I could get you one tonight.
For 50?
50 gold.
Is that price negotiable?
That's the best price I can do, I'm afraid. It runs a considerable risk to myself.
I'll see what I can do. I'll be back later. You can have this second one also. And I'll leave the second drink as well. And then I will make my way to the back room. I want to gamble a little bit, see how we do.
Alright, you can roll me a gamble. See how your session goes.
And I am good at this because I have a number of skills that are relevant here.
Oh, damn.
Oh boy! Well, I don't even need them, huh? I have plus 10 to my gamble, and I also have incredible numeration.
Yeah.
So I think I do okay, at least on the first hand.
Yeah,
Well, I would have sat down at the poker table with 10 gold.
Yeah.
So
we'll take the gamble roll to be like a couple of hours of like several hands, several games, and like so. By the time you're finished, Nick sort of like cleaned house, and he turns the 10 gold into 30 gold, which is pretty damn impressive.
Triple my buy-in, I'll take it. While I'm at that table, do I notice any specific markings or badges of policemen or nobility, any connections that I can make here? Because I'm still pouring on the charm, still trying to be charismatic. I might, once I learn of the party that's happening, I'll see you at the party next week or whatever, that kind of deal.
Yeah, roll me a, what do I want here? Like a perception check, I guess. Just like catch out any symbols or,
General perception?
Yeah.
That's not good enough. I don't got that one.
You recognize you get a couple of faces that you can like memorize, so maybe you'll see them again at the party. But you don't know their names. Cool. This is like back, behind the bar sort of, games. People don't say their names. There's a couple of, like nicknames going around or like game names, but yeah. You may see a couple of these people again at the party you suspect.
Okay. I am going to... Gentlemen, ladies, this has been lovely. I look forward to seeing you all again and giving you a chance to earn all this hard-earned money back. You all have a good evening. And I'll head back out to the main room.
Okay.
Is Alicia still there?
She is, yeah. Looks like she probably haunts this bar, especially in the late hours. You see people sort of coming and going, buying a dagger off her to go and stab someone in the night, that kind of deal. It's pretty shady stuff.
I will make eye contact with her before coming back out to my cadre.
Okay.
And
so let's get the team back together, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we would all meet at the bar, like congregate either at the bar or in a booth or something.
Yeah.
I would immediately slap the crossbow down on whatever surface is in front of us, be it the bar or a table, slide it to Danny and be like, you owe me 7 gold.
Make sure you're unmuted, by the way, Danny. There we go.
I don't have my headset. I don't have my cube to push my mic down, and I forget that it's
As Danny is reaching for gold, I will push her hand away and present the 7 gold to Hilda, and then put the other 23 gold on display in my pouch and say, we did okay. We should come back here and gamble some more. I'll look at Danny. They are not good. Whatever you said to Alicia, boy, howdy, Hilda. Best wingman ever.
Like you?
Thanks for that. I don't know. It's tough to tell, but that makes me like her more. So I'm looking forward to that after we take care of some business. But speaking of business,
She'll be real happy with you once these witch hunters are dead.
that is what I'm hoping. So so Danny, it looks like you're taken care of. Can you, are you happy with your firearm there, your weapon?
Yes, thank you, Hilda. I still have some business to attend to before we leave, though, if that's the way we're heading now.
Okay. And while we're doing all this, I'm hoping that Tomb is taking care of the boat and all of that kind of setup.
Yeah.
Okay. We have some more gold to spend towards this adventure. I would like it, Hilda and Polaris, if you had a non-magical ranged weapon of some kind. Can you wield martial weapons, or would you prefer a simple weapon? The arbalist is a martial weapon.
I'm much better at hand-to-hand.
I would really rather you not get into hand-to-hand combat with witch hunters. Wouldn't you?
I'm not afraid.
Fair enough. What's your weapon of choice in that case?
Knives,
We have
staves.
knives, staves. Out of so dropping character, what type of weapon can you deal the most damage with or hit the best with? Like finesse or
daggers.
daggers?
I've got simple melee is my jam.
Dope. Simple
yeah,
melee.
see, that worries me too. I only have simple ranged, and if the arbalest is martial ranged,
Right.
that
That's
means
a
I can still
martial
use it,
ranged
but, like,
weapon.
so I can I use it?
You can, it just isn't going to give you that bonus. So let's
Okay.
we can like amass our armory and then decide where these weapons go. But simple ranged, I think that what we want to be doing is maybe get a light crossbow.
That's
For you.
what I was thinking.
Dope.
My bad. I'm sorry.
No worries. It's a
no,
great
I just
weapon.
gotta get the pretty one for her because she's a fancy.
I'll tell you what. I can use the arbalest, and I don't have a ranged weapon.
Okay.
So that'll work for me.
It's beautiful.
Light crossbow
Hilda.
is
I love
good.
where your head's at.
It is beautiful.
She grunts.
The light crossbow, I think, definitely makes sense. I want to get some bottle bombs for Tomb. I don't know if he's going to be joining us in this fight, but I think that those make sense for him. Maybe a glass grenade. I don't know if he can use martial weapons either. That's why I'm not getting the cast iron. Polaris, do you have thoughts?
I wouldn't even know how to use a weapon, Nick. I have a staff.
She's ranged by nature, but it's not gonna help us out
Fair.
much.
I wouldn't know what to do with one.
Fair enough. Well, we can also armor up, I think is the other thing that we need to be doing.
I believe I would benefit more from that.
Fair. So, let me
So
see
to speed
here.
things up in terms of like what you guys want to buy, we'd have to roleplay out you going to buy armor. Alicia will give you the contact to go and get that, so you can, take a look at the Chapter 7 trappings and figure out what kind of armor you might want to buy, and then spend the gold
Can the magic users use heavy shields and things like that?
Shields, yes. I'm not sure if heavy armor affects your casting.
Okay.
I'll go look.
So let's get. So the fur or hide armor is 6 gold a piece. Quilted is 11 gold. But those are the same damage threshold modifiers. It just increases the encumbrance to be fur. Leather at that point is 20 gold. So I think that we stick with hide armor if we're going to armor
heavy
y'all
armor.
up.
Yeah, can't cast in heavy armor.
I already have armor. I have leather armor already. Unless we want to move that leather armor somewhere else, but I'm happy to keep it. I think that getting y'all shields is a good idea. That'll add plus 10 to your defense. Hilda, you like daggers a lot, is what you said?
Simple melee. Whatever you think is best.
Melee.
I feel like we would send you on this errand, to be honest,
Shopping
because
trip,
you're the
yeah.
one who knows weapons. Also, just real quick to clear the errands, I would walk by Alicia's table, slide 2 gold pieces on, and swipe my holy symbol back, and then just finger guns at her. Take back off.
Stiletto, I think is what we're looking for. Is 1 gold piece. And in case we want to, so I want to give you a sharp object and a blunt object. So we'll buy a stiletto for 1 gold piece. And how about do you like a pilgrim's staff?
Let me look while you. I'll look while you work on somebody else.
Great. Okay. Polaris, do you we're depending entirely on magic with you, yeah? No weapons of any kind?
I told you, Nick, I have my staff. I can
Great.
hit something with it.
Works for me. And then for me, I'm good with this arbalist crossbow. Yeah, I think I'm good with this arbalist crossbow.
Okay.
I think we're okay. Unless we're trying to go heavy, unless we're trying to buy a pistol.
I don't think that there would be pistols in this time period, would there be?
Yeah, you can grab a
Yeah.
pistol from. Alicia said that she can grab a.
I'm sorry.
Flintlock. Yeah.
There's
I mean-
a flintlock pistol I can get in the book, although she's charging me retail. In the book it says 20 gold pieces,
Yeah.
but they're hard to get, so that's what the markup is.
It sounds like you probably not. Probably, but spend on other things. Yeah.
Okay. And I think we're good. I think we're ready to go. The rest of it would be grenades and bottle bombs. So I want to buy... Let's see how much this costs. I want to buy... These are 12 silver. How much silver is in a gold?
Good question.
Also, I'm going to be honest, a knuckle duster is probably more Persephone style.
20 silver
That's
per
good.
gold.
I have a knuckle duster.
20 silver per gold.
I can just give you mine.
Nice, thanks.
Oh, it's sewn into my fancy glove.
I'll
Nice.
spend 6 gold for 5 bottle bombs.
Cool.
And then 3 gold for 1 cast iron grenade.
Okay.
So that's going to be 9. We have the knuckle duster already. We bought the staff, or the dagger.
So did we
And
get the
knuckle
light
duster.
crossbow?
Oh yeah, light crossbow. Yes.
Cool.
And so that is 3 additional gold, which adds up to 12. So we'll spend 12 gold.
Cool. Alrighty.
I think
So
we're
Nick runs off
prepared.
with that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And as I'm over there, I'll say, keep me in mind for those firearms, because I'm a big fan of the, firepower, which I'm sure you'll find out later, and then I'll leave.
Cool. Okay, so by this time, it's like well past midnight. It's probably closer to 3 or 4 a.m. during the sort of witching hours. Nick returns. Do you want to meet back at the Whisper or at the Horse and Bear back at Mash's place?
I have to go
Danny
back
was
to
gonna-
Mash's place.
Yeah.
And
So
Danny,
we would go
before
back
we
to
left,
Matches.
was
Yeah,
gonna
sorry.
was gonna see the apothecary guy, shady drug dealer.
Okay,
Right.
yep.
Shady drug dealer.
I wanted to buy 7 laudanum. I'm buying back Nick's laudanum.
He's
Plus
doing
4
it.
if he has them.
The apothecary will definitely sell you 7 laudanum. He gives you a
got
somewhat questionable look. He does so. He's like, I've got more laudanum if you want it.
I'll be back.
I know.
Oh boy. Jeepers. So, in terms of armor, we're going to buy 12 gold pieces worth of armor, which is 2 sets. So a total 24 between armor and weapons. And now we have 2 extra sets of leather armor between Hilda, Polaris, and Danny. So whoever needs additional armor, take it.
That's me.
Yeah, if Hilda's gonna be fighting melee, she definitely needs.
Polaris,
I don't know where to put
are
that
you,
on my sheet.
Polaris, are you
Oh,
good
there.
with the armor level you have?
I have no armor currently.
All right, let's just armor everybody up. So
Yeah.
36 in armor, 48 gold total. We
Cool.
started with 50 from
Yep.
Danny. We
Gained
bumped
an
that
extra
to
20.
70
Yeah.
after game time.
Yep.
We have
Spend
70
48?
minus 48, so we have 22 gold
22, yeah.
left over.
Alright,
That
still a lot of gold.
We'll save for later.
I don't have any armor either.
Well, we bought 3 sets.
Oh, we bought 3. Okay.
Yep, so 1, 2.
Yeah, so
Yep.
everyone is wearing leather armor now.
Cool.
Okay, what leather armor does
Which will
is
save you
I have it written
lives.
down. Huh?
Will save your lives.
Yes.
Huh?
I think it gives you just a
Uh,
blanket plus 10 to defense. Or no, sorry, plus
We
1
have-
to damage threshold.
We have 15 gold left because I spent 7 on that laudanum.
Oh, fair. Good point. I'm gonna slide over another 5 brass pennies to cover my bar tab. Wish us luck, friend. And I'll give a wink on the way out to the barkeep.
Says here that leather has a damage threshold modifier of 2.
Oh, dope. Yeah, +1 or +2. I mean, for the leather. I forgot about that. All right, let's go kill some witch hunters.
Alright, so you've geared up, you've got your shit. It's like 3 or 4 a.m. How do you want...
Yeah.
The boat is ready, so you've got, everything ready on the boat. How do you want to get the witch hunters out to your boat?
Yeah. So I had an
Supposed to
idea.
lure them, right?
Outside your windows.
Yeah. I had an idea. This is not nearly as good of an idea as the boat plan.
Okay. Let's hear it.
One of us betrays the rest of the party. Goes running to the temple and says, I've decided to give up my team. come with me quickly to the wharf where they are practicing witchcraft. What are you pointing at?
Lydia.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you've been
You
there
just said
before. They know you.
traitors. It, like, just I couldn't stop it.
Right. Illegal witchcraft in our midst. Pass me my swooning fan. Follow me quickly. And then they will come to our boat dock. They will see a witch's coven moving wildly on the prow of or on the dock of the ship. Oh no! It's the cops! And then we will run down into the hold, where they will presumably chase us. We will go out the other side, close the door, and as they're in the hold, Tomb blows stuff up the way he likes to do. It's not my favorite plan, because there's a lot that can go wrong.
It is mine, because we have a charming woman.
That's fair.
We have a charming woman.
I like that.
We have a witch. She knows how to make it look convincing. And this... When are we doing this? Tonight? Tomorrow night?
Like now.
Man, tomorrow night would be so much better.
They'll come.
They're
for
all
us
riled up. If
Yeah.
they're riled up tonight, if they're riled up tonight, we gotta get them.
I agree with Nick, and I'm not sure which plan is best, but they're coming for us, and we should go for them first.
Well, Danny, meet you at the docks.
Let's do it. I started to write you a limerick. I'm only 2 lines in. I want to read it to you in case we die before I get a chance to finish it. Hilda's consideration, surprising to see. Guarded but opening up, closer to carefree. That's all I have so far.
It's
I hope you
get
can
a chance to
lovely.
finish it.
I'm working on it.
You'll finish it, Danny.
Let's go
I'm
test our
gonna-
luck.
I'm gonna grab her. So are we? No. So where are we right now?
Oh, you're back at Mashes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I
I'm
would
gonna grab-
approach Mash. I would approach Mash really quickly before everybody dispersed, and I'd be like, "Well, our witch taught me how to make a magic circle to keep you safe. So here's an Epsom salt, and this is what you do." And
Don't know about no
Just-
magics.
just in case,
He shrugs. All right.
she pats him on the shoulder and says, "Don't die."
It's good advice.
She swipes a banger, pops it in her mouth, and heads back to the party.
Is that a magic sausage?
That's
I'm
right.
sorry.
No, that's mine.
All right.
That's mine. Mine is-
That's Nick's
I couldn't
special.
make the joke fast enough because I was laughing too much.
That needs to be on the menu. Nick's magic
Yeah.
sausage.
Right.
Thanks,
Wow.
Matches.
Oh, it's always on the menu.
Oh Lord. I need to make my my witch's cocaine.
Yep.
Right.
Gotta cut
We
it.
were a
What
hot
is it
mess
called?
between the booze and the laudanum and the coke.
We just buy
How'd you
7
get work?
laudanum, do some witch cocaine, and start an explosion on a boat. We'll be fine, guys. We've got this.
Well, no, and
So,
Daddy's going to swipe a bottle of some liquor that's left behind too, because I actually have a thing where I'm better when I'm drunk. So
It's weird. So
I have that in real life.
Yeah, it's a strange thing. I'm just,
I do. I get more and more charming.
yeah.
I'm
So
close.
for my witch's cocaine, I need to I need to do that before we go. So to make
Yep.
3 powders, it's a challenging negative 10% of an alchemy test.
Okay, cool. So you
Can
can.
I do that?
Pablo Hexabar, very good. Yeah, so it's alchemy minus 10 to the DC, so it's harder.
Well, I don't have shit in alchemy. I didn't know I needed that.
Well, shit.
Don't
So,
worry.
which cocaine ain't a walk in the park? What have you got in alchemy?
Nothing.
I'll help you.
Oh, you can
Okay.
spend a nat 20. Hey, you got 2 nat 20s, but
Oh, fuck, yeah, I do, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
I nat 20 that shit.
Fuck yeah.
I got all the witch's cocaine.
You just like snort that line like it's your 100th, you know, like.
I am so
She just
rich
makes a big
and
pile.
wonderful now.
And she puts her face in it, like
Yeah.
like what's his face?
Whips out her
Bye.
witchy credit card and goes to town.
On Nash's bar.
Oh, it's
Not
just
even in the
magic.
bathroom.
I can do magic. Oh boy.
Devolving.
We are so sorry, Twitch. We don't condone drug use. Please don't shut the
Don't.
channel down.
No,
Unless
okay,
you can
I will.
weaponize it.
I will condone that. Let's do it. Okay, I've got so much witch cocaine. I've got 3 of them, right?
All right, you've had 3 of them, yeah.
I
Or you
don't
made
think
3 of them.
so. I store them later. I just made
You just
them.
made them. All right, so you've prepped the lines, and you've got some kind of portable.
Prepped them. I need to give 1 to Persephone though, so she can make the permanent circle for Mash.
You just like you get in the veins.
It'll take
up,
me an entire
You've got
day.
the needles ready. Just like when it comes to a fight, you're just like, let me get my toe
that witch
and just like get that shit in there.
Oh
All right.
He's gonna start freebasing it pretty soon. Like this is just all going downhill.
no! Oh my god! I've really made it as a witch. Nat 20 in my
So-
cocaine check.
This is as good as it gets. It's all downhill from here. So, as I understand it, Polaris alone is headed off to the temple to convince the witch hunters to come back to the boat.
I don't know if, man, boy, that's rough.
Mm.
I mean,
Am I
That's
coming along?
I think we should send. Okay, in my opinion, I think that we should send Danny or you because you're much more charming, and when they get there, I'll be casting actual petty magic spells.
Danny, do you think that this... I think the sail works better if it's only one person. However, I can hide in the shadows, or Tomb can theoretically hide in the shadows if he's around. Is Tomb around? Probably not. I can theoretically hide in the
It's at
shadows.
the boat.
Oh, right.
I'm okay with going. My
Great.
concern is if they want to try to fight right then. That
They might
know.
imprison her.
Yeah, they might just
Yes,
imprison you.
and I don't know that the 2 of us could fight them off at that moment. I feel like it might be better for you to go with Polaris and for me to go with Persephone for the second part of the plan, because I feel like you could at least protect both of you enough to run to the boat for the rest of the plan.
Sounds good to me.
Or Hilda, damn it, we don't even know that your name's Persephone, do we?
I'm an asshole. Sorry.
Damn it, 0. My name's not really Danielle. Something else.
It's Jenny.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Manny, Canny.
All right.
All right. Let's do the thing. All
So,
those bottle
Nick and
bombs, by
Polaris?
the way.
Yeah.
Those, Tomb theoretically has all those bottle bombs. Probably put 2 of them on the boat with all of the booze that we procured. And just for your own personal edification there, Game Master, the fire damage rules are on, I think, page like 260 or something.
Okay. Thank you.
Hazards and healing is 258. It's probably somewhere in there.
Yeah.
How many hours was I drinking?
2 or 3.
Okay. So do you think that liquid courage would apply here?
Yeah, let's have you make that toughness test.
Right.
So, second hour, we'll call it challenging, so -10.
Hey, we did it.
Hey, success. So you have a +3 damage threshold.
Perfect. That's what we wanted. But I'm also suffering physical peril.
Yeah, physical peril and 1 corruption.
Jesus, that seems like a lot. I get that every time I get drunk?
Quote from Nick. That seems like.
Oh, wait, yeah. Failure results in intoxication. Okay.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Failure results in intoxication. Okay, so I'm not...
Yeah. So you're fine, yeah, you're fine.
Okay, but I don't get any bonuses either.
No, liquid courage doesn't look like it gives you a buff.
Well,
yep.
I've still got that super cheap booze that from that one time last episode or 2 episodes ago.
It's like every episode you guys steal wine from somewhere. It's like since episode 1.
This one I bought from Tomb. I bought it from his jacket that he stole.
Sure.
But just in case I need that damage threshold, I've got that on my purse.
Okay.
I'm ready to rock.
All right, so I think Polaris and Nick are headed off to the temple, right?
Yeah. Am I hiding in the shadows or am I coming with?
Nick, that's for you to decide. I don't know what I'm doing. I got us into this mess.
I think it's better if I hide in the shadows.
Fine.
Definitely. We don't want them to know that you're there with her. She
Correct.
has to be able to lead them to us for her to remain safe.
Yeah.
Somebody.
So I am not going to approach the temple. I'm actually going to wait
Have a look.
at the very edge of the periphery, out of sight entirely, listening around the corner until they pass.
Okay, you are.
I don't want to be anywhere
darkness.
in sight.
Okay.
And Nick, on our way there, let's discuss exactly what I'm going to say because I feel like I probably need a script.
Well, you know the witch hunters better than us, but I know how to egg people on. So I would just come up with something that is vaguely witchy, that with words they would recognize, right? That they, so take one of your normal spells, one of your normal petty magic spells, and replace, and then just don't end it. At the end of the Latin phrases that you're saying, just go, ignomatus, veraton, what the heck is happening over there? Like, do that, and then run away, as if you're about to complete the spell.
But what do I say to get them to follow us to the boat?
You'll never take me alive, coppers. I don't know.
No. This
Witch
way.
hunters get stitch
They're
hunters.
down here. You found... No,
I
you've
think
got
Polaris
it.
wants to be on their side, right? Like, hey, I'm here to repent.
Yeah.
I want to hand in my evil friends, rather
Wait,
than
Danny
come get me.
That's what we're doing.
No. Danny's the one who wants to hand in her evil friends.
I thought Polaris and Nick are going, and Danny and Persephone are staying behind. Did I get confused?
Wait, who's going?
What am I doing staying
Yeah,
behind?
no, I was happy to
Danny's
stay behind.
going.
We've had 2 hours to
Danny's
plan
going.
this.
Right. Danny's going and selling out her witchy friends, which are the 2
Thank God.
ones that they think are witches.
Thank God.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I will sell the
Not
shit
like
out of all
this.
of you. Okay, so
I was,
me
like,
and
super
Nick
sweaty.
go to
Danny
the temple.
and Nick are going to the temple. Nick is
Yes.
hiding around the corner while Danny turns
yes.
on the seduction and charm.
I didn't know what
Polaris
exactly
and
I was doing with Persephone, but I was like, okay.
Yeah. Polaris and Persephone are on the boat pretending to be witches.
Yeah, pretending.
Well,
Got it.
or being witches.
I'm going to be the witchiest witch on that boat. I was just so scared that you were going to make me talk to them to lure them there.
Heavens
Yeah,
no.
I
I would
too, but
never.
I didn't understand what I was doing later then. But okay, got it.
But you had such a great interaction with the witch hunters last time.
That's what I said.
All right, we have it
Danny?
figured out. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's go.
Yep. Danny's the stick. Hilda and Polaris are the carrot. Let's turn the plan on.
I'll take it.
All right. We head over towards the temple. The temple is pretty large. There are lights on inside, and by the time you get there, there is any sound of fighting still happening, despite what Dawson told you before, that there had been fighting previously, but that was probably like 4 or 5 hours ago now, by the time you get over there. There is a simple-looking door which leads into the temple itself. It doesn't look like it's guarded by anyone. No one seems to be around. And the sort of vicinity of the temple is something like a graveyard, really. So who's heading inside?
I am.
Yep.
And so intoxication 264. I want to chug. I guess I grab well, because I get a thing. I guess I stole a bottle of wine because probably all the hard liquor's gone now because we could not pour mash. So I'm going to chug a good chunk of that bottle of wine. And then do I have to roll to be intoxicated, or am I just intoxicated?
It looks like you do have to roll. So it's it depends on what is it. Cheap wine.
Yeah, I feel like he wouldn't have any good wine.
Yeah, it's probably cheap wine at Mash's place. You've been drinking for an hour, so it's standard. So it's plus 20 on your toughness test to pass being drunk. You're going to have to take something. You're going to have to drink for longer, and you can say that you have been drinking since you got from the bar.
Oh, I haven't, because I knew that this was the plan.
Are you trying to fail this test?
I want to be
like
intoxicated.
Right. I believe
So-
you can choose to fail, right?
I don't know if you can just choose to be drunk.
Oh, yeah. You may always choose to automatically fail.
You may always choose to automatically
yeah.
fail toughness test to become intoxicated. Yeah, you're right. While intoxicated, you get... So yeah, you're drunk. You're out of your mind. You got a +3
Love
damage
it.
threshold. You suffer the 3d10. Roll that now. So this goes into peril. 7 peril. And you gain 1 corruption. And you're going to be intoxicated for the next 6 hours, but maybe you get something else as well because you're
I do. I get carousing.
Just-
So when I'm intoxicated, I am going to be a friendly drunk, and I get another +10 to my base chance to charm.
There it
On
is.
top of my other
Love
it.
+10 to charm.
That might be useful.
I love this
All
plan.
right. Yeah, it's the best plan collectively we've come up with so far. So, Danny, you step inside the temple. The door opens easily; it's not locked, and you are greeted with the vision of the inside of the temple, which really is, I guess, looks a bit like a Catholic chapel or something like that. It's probably the
I
closest
was raised by nuns.
approximation.
This is actually very familiar to me.
Yeah, exactly. So for Danny, this is almost like walking home. The sort of sense of incense are pretty strong in this place. There are stone pews, which leads up to a very grand-looking altar, which is also in the sort of vision of the Emperor Godfrey. However, the smells of incense are also tinged with that the tang of blood. And looking around the temple, you see that there are several bodies scattered around the room of dead nuns who have been butchered, it looks like, by a sword. And at the altar is, I guess you wouldn't recognize her, but we in the audience recognize her as Mother Paulina, who is Polaris's contact, a sort of old, elderly nun. And she is being held rather unceremoniously by the neck by the witch hunter's companion, the witch hunter lieutenant's companion, one of the other witch hunters, while the lieutenant stands watching and appears to be asking her questions, while his companion tortures her with a knife. She's bleeding from several wounds already, and she looks like she's being close to passing out several times at this point.
What in the hell?
Yikes.
I'm going to fall on my knees in the inside of the doorway and pull out my holy symbol. And
he
raise my hand up.
Mm-hmm.
Please help me. They're witches. I thought they were my friends, but they're witches. Oh God. Oh no.
Immediately, Witch Hunter Lieutenant Morland's head snaps around to see you. What have we here? And he steps slowly and sinisterly towards you, his boots clacking and stepping through the blood of the dead nuns. His sword has clearly done a lot of the work here, although it's currently not drawn. He strides towards you with his long coat of studded leather, wears chainmail beneath. He only has one good eye, the other is a milky cloud. And he looks down at you in your sort of penitent position. Says, "Do you have something to confess?"
Yes. I'll clutch my holy symbol to my chest. I thought they were my friends. They fooled me. They tricked me with their magic. They're evil. They're heading to the docks. They have a boat. They're spilling the blood of the innocent. The children, the firstborns. It's awful. We have to stop them. Please.
I see. Roll me a deception check. You got the symbol of the Emperor in your hand, you got +10, and I'll remind you, you do have a couple of nat 20s there.
I was gonna say maybe this is a nat 20 time. Yeah,
I'll just take it.
That's a good moment. That's a freebie right there. He squints down at you.
My holy symbol, by the way, my phone.
Nice. His cool green eyes, piercing the gloom. I see. Then there is yet one of you who is penitent. Tell me, how many do they number? Do they have allies with them, or just the rest of your friends?
Just the rest of who I thought were my friends. There's just one of them, maybe two, I don't know. At least one of them. We have to stop them. Their evil knows no bounds.
We?
They don't see.
You will take us to them.
Please, we must hurry.
We
Bring everyone.
We will look forgivingly upon your sins. You will not burn. Oh, well, perhaps you will, but the fires will be swift.
God would welcome the cleansing fires.
You know, this could be a trap. He looks over to his companion, who nods suspiciously. In order for me to know that your service is just and that you speak truly, you must prove yourself to me. Do you understand?
Okay.
You are a faithful woman of the Emperor, are you not?
Yes. I was raised by the nuns until they were taken over by these charlatans.
Yes. And he points over towards Mother Paulina with a gauntleted fist and says, she is in league with the rest of them, and has been proven to be a heretic. It is a shame, but you can prove yourselves to us here. Finish her.
Oh no.
Must I?
Yes.
I have no...
There is nothing left of her, really. We've extracted all the information that we can from her. She's already close to death. It is a mercy. Make it swift for her. Yeah. And he gets out a knife from his belt and hands it to you.
Okay. I'll stand up. And approach the nun.
Mother Paulina is whimpering, still conscious, bleeding from several wounds, and doesn't meet your gaze. Do it now.
May he forgive you, as he forgives all of us. And I will drag the knife across her throat.
Morland smiles thinly as Mother Paulina falls dead to the floor. Good. Now, that's another witch dead. Now for some more. Show us to them.
I'll just let the knife fall from my hand and head back to the door.
Mhm. Come! Our work here is done. And the two of them follow you out, stepping over the dead bodies of the nuns that they've slaughtered in the Temple of the Emperor. You're leading them down to the docks, I guess.
Yes.
Okay. So as they are sort of hot on your heels, Nick, you are lurking in the sort of peripheries of the temple in the dock street that you're lurking in. You see them go by.
Yep, and I will tail them without drawing attention to myself. Arbalist loaded and staying in the shadows and the alleys as best I can. At a pretty safe, far distance. Because I know how to get to where I'm going without following the same road.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just leading them the most direct route that I know. I probably only know one way there.
Yeah.
Right. I've got those maps, so I know the second best way to go, so as not to be on the same road.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so you lead the hunters across town and lead them to the dock area, which by this point, this time of night, is almost completely empty. A couple of drunks are lying around, sort of passed out in the gutter, coming out of bars, that kind of thing. And you're on a sort of wharf. The boat is... I'm guessing the boat is still in the warehouse where you'd left it before, rather than out on the water. So yeah, you sort of lead them towards the warehouse, and Morland sort of raises an eyebrow towards you and says, "This is where they have been hiding out?"
Yes. Their treachery knows no bounds. It's not morally gray, you're bad.
Quite. It is good that you have come to your senses now, rather than be swept up in more of their heresies. Before we take them, I must know. You met with the Princess of Red Carnage as well, did you not?
I don't think so. Just with my traveling band, I don't know what the witches did on their own time. They would secret away into the forests, and we would just hear echoes of their voices as though they were having conversations with fiends and ghouls.
I see. It is a shame that you have been caught up with them. But justice must be served, and there will be redemption for you in the next life. He looks over towards his companion. You go in first. I'll wait here.
When he enters, he sees Persephone and Polaris standing by the door, heading down. And Persephone is like holding up her holy symbol or whatever, and being like, "Witch a kiss thingama intimidatio." Witch a kiss thingama intimidatio.
So the witch hunter at this point is he's entering into the the rigged warehouse. Danny and the Lieutenant Morland are outside, maybe like 100 feet, can see the warehouse and what's going in. But the Soul Witch Hunter enters. He's got a sword drawn and sort of like pairs open the door. And by the time he enters, he hears this like strange chanting from Hilda, and immediately moves to attack. And it's time for us to roll some initiative.
Oh
Yay.
no!
He moves to attack?
Seize it!
Yeah,
No.
he's gonna try and arrest you.
Wait, do we all, or just not Nick and I, because we're not there?
You may as well
we're
roll
in
initiative
initiative.
because, yeah.
Woo!
I forgot how to roll initiative.
It's just 1d10, isn't it?
It's 3
Plus your
plus
ability.
your perception plus a d10.
Right. Thank you.
Perception.
Oh, right. It already adds it up for you for your initiative, and then you add a d10 to that, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
you're like
Your bonus
initiative.
should be. Yeah, it should be a stat on your sheet.
I got
Although
it,
they
yeah.
have it
Is it just...
to have you.
So, my initiative's 47, and then I add that 3, right? That I just rolled.
Oh, have we been playing this? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm getting confused between Wifrup and...
Your initiative is 43?
No,
47.
it's a d10 plus your bonus. No. It's
Yeah,
it's
your bonus. Yeah. It should be...
So your score is going to be like a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6. Then you add 3 to that. Then you roll a d10. Whatever the first digit of your perception number is. Then if you're a human, you add 1, because our perception goes up by 1. And then
But it's
So
our
the-
PB, right?
Yeah.
it would be
Bonus.
PB, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your bonus rather than the score. That might be the confusion there for you.
Right,
Yeah.
so mine
Okay, I got a
is...
13.
There we go.
13.
So 3, 9, 12.
Nice.
17.
Oh, yeah.
I rolled a 9 and I have a plus 8. If I'm not going early, I'm not doing much.
And Polaris?
So, my perception is 5, and then I rolled a 3. So, am I an 8?
So an 8, I think, yeah. So, turn order. It looks like Nick, Stephanie, Danny, the Witch Hunters, and then Polaris. Okay.
Okay, so Witch Hunter Moreland is not in the building yet, correct?
He is not currently in the building. He is outside with Danny at the moment. He has got his sword drawn. He's ready for trouble, but he sent his second in command in first to see. Does his body
language suggest? Is he facing the door? Is he ready to go in?
Yeah, he looks like he's ready to go in if needed. Yeah.
Great. I'm gonna wait.
Okay. Persephone.
I will look to Polaris and yell, "Quickly, down below, to the artifact!" And I will
Nice! Freaking dope!
I will approach the man. I will approach the man with my stiletto drawn.
Okay, so you're using your turn to run, correct?
Yeah, halfway. I'm not gonna reach him. I don't want to reach him.
Right.
I want to run towards him so as to give Polaris time to get down below.
Okay, so you're sort of trying to block off his approach. He's going to be coming towards you first.
Yes.
Okay.
I like that. Okay.
Danny, you are outside of Witch Hunter Moreland. Nick, you got something?
I'm still waiting. I'm not doing anything until people go to the building or until Danny gets attacked. If she gets attacked.
Same. I'll just I'm not gonna start shit with this dude until he starts with me, so I'll wait as well. Is there kind of a thing where you can hold an action, if he starts to move on me, then I can stab?
Yeah, it's called wait.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. His body language towards you and what he just said was basically in the next life. You're getting the vibe that he's probably going to kill you off now that he knows where the rest of them are. Or at least try and physically incapacitate you.
Let's double check that none of these do anything for fighting. I'm almost positive they don't.
Now you're next to him, so you might want to try and sort of disengage to not provoke an attack.
Yes, I will do that. Because there's actually in here that really cool fighting thing that tells you everything you could do that I forgot about.
Yep.
And what AP they have. So I will disengage.
What page?
It's
in our little list thing.
Book.
It's
combat
reference. On the reference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Reference in the back.
Oh dang!
Yeah, there is combat reference. So we get the 3 AP to use, right? Is that?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Disengage is 1. It's 2. Sorry, it's 2 actions. 2 action points to disengage. It's not in this thing, but it's 2 action points to disengage.
Well, yes, I will just do that then.
It's in the regular book.
So you can save the action point in case you want to dodge, parry, which is probably a good thing because he might try and get you. Yeah. Okay. So Danny, as soon as you hear shouts from inside, you just sort of bolt because you know that he's about to try and make a swing. I should have got this info down.
Yeah, get out of dodge.
Okay, so it is the hunter's turn.
The regular hunter?
The regular boy. They actually act on the same turn.
Okay.
So, but he'll go first. So he's going to move towards Persephone, seeing as she sort of put herself in between both of them. And he's going to use an action point to move over. And he's going to try and hit you with a sword. Because that's just the kind of person that he is,
Yeah.
Not all people are good. and he is particularly bad. 74 is a miss. Luckily for you.
Nice.
So he swings in with a sword. It's a hand and a half sword, and just sort of swings over your shoulder. No, by the look of it, this is a high quality sword, like a castle forged sword. So these guys
Is it
aren't
a
messing around.
Zweihander?
Yeah, I think his Zweihander's hand and a half, right?
Nice.
Of course, yeah, I think I described it as Zweihanders last week. Yeah, so the Zweihander sort of whoops over, and it sort of rings as it moves through the air, almost like a song. Okay, and
I'm still holding.
You're still holding.
Yeah, Moreland.
Morland's gonna go. They also come with crossbows, so he's gonna try and take a shot. He's gonna switch weapons out. Crossbow. He's gonna take a shot at Danny. Heretics. And try and get a shot in. You know what? You know who's got nat 20s? This guy.
Yeah.
This guy right here. Chad, do you think I should use a nat 20 here?
Vote
To
nay,
attack
Jack,
Danny?
vote nay.
Daddy? Yeah. It seems this guy's pretty bad.
I mean-
he's pretty evil.
I'd be okay with it if you were attacking the witches, but you do you, man.
She's a heretic. There's a lot of vote nays, but it seems like there's been some kind of election rigging going on from Zero Russia over here. So we're going to spare we'll spare the 20 for now, but he's got a pretty good shooting score.
Yet,
Yeah.
chat, comrades.
35 is a shot, so Danny, you can try and
Yeah.
dodge it.
I will dodge, and so my dodge is.
It takes 1 AP.
I'll take the 1
Takes
AP,
an action
and then
point,
my
which you
number
have
is
one
here.
of left.
Coordination test.
So you roll. So the dodge action is you roll a d100.
And I have my dodge thing on my sheet that tells me what I have to get.
Dope.
I want to do 100.
Hey,
Nice.
Hey, because my dodge is
That's pretty good,
55,
yeah.
so I dodge.
Nice.
that's really good.
Awesome.
Yep. It just sort of like you just dodge out the way as he sort of fires the bolt out into the night. He curses and uses the next action point that he has to start following after you.
After Danny?
Maybe- Well, yeah, she's headed towards the warehouse, or she headed off into the night.
I don't know. I'm just headed
thought-
away from him.
I was imagining
Yeah, I
she was
thought you
heading
were
back
headed
to the
into
rest
the
of
night.
the group.
No, I thought she was headed. Oh, are you headed in?
To the boat?
It's up to you.
Yeah, what were you doing?
Well, aren't we gonna like set the boat on fire?
Yeah.
I don't really want to head towards the boat then.
Okay, so you all
so
sort of
yeah,
like
into the
running off.
night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that case, he is headed towards the warehouse to get the rest of the
Great.
real witches. I will find you.
Yeah, I have a crossbow. I'll get his back. Okay.
Yeah.
I will now use my action.
Okay.
I will take my turn. Now, when the turn resets, I get to go first again, right?
I think so, yeah.
Or is this now my point in the initiative?
I would have to look up the weight.
Okay. I thought it was like the hold action in other games.
It's got to be
but
like hold an action, but
I would think so, yeah. So I'm going to
It
use
could be.
I'm going to use my move to get to the door. Am I close enough to get to the door of the wharf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you place
Danny-
yourself lower down on the initiative ladder, it says here. Yep.
Okay.
So you are now...
Danny, as I'm running, I will say, Danny, find another way in around the back. Which I will tell her when she comes back. Then I'm going to go to the door.
Danny heard.
She got it.
Good. I will go to the door. Now, describe this pier built, this warehouse to me. Is there like emergency ladder, like
You got a
entrance
back
that I
exit,
can
let's say.
climb up to?
Yeah, you got a back exit which you can get out from the back. There's the
Okay.
boat itself,
That's
which
too
is in
far
the middle
for
of the thing, and then
Right.
there's the front door. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go up to the door. That's my first action point. what do I see when I'm in the door? I see two bad guys looking at Hilda, yeah?
Yeah, well, you see, first of all, the witch hunter sort of subordinate, the lackey, is in close combat with Hilda right now. He's swinging his Zweihander down to lop off her head. Witch hunter Morland is about 90 feet behind, or 80 feet behind still, because he was further away. But you can see him out the door.
Right.
You could take a shot at him if you wanted to.
But I'm not within melee of anybody?
You could move to be in melee with the other witch hunter if you wanted.
I'm moving to be within melee. So, are both people in the building now?
No. Morland is still outside. You can take a shot at him through the door, but only one witch hunter is currently inside. He's in combat with...
No. I'm going to go up and engage with Morland.
Okay, I don't think you can get all the way out there because he's 80 feet away.
Oh, okay. I will move as far as I can.
You can move as far as you can, so yeah.
And shout the thing I shouted to Danny, and then shoot Morland.
Okay. So if you want to... you can... Let's see.
So I'm going to sprint and then knee slide with my arbalist.
Yeah, you can run, which is free AP. You can walk... You can do 2 walks, I guess. Yeah, walk twice and then shoot.
Yeah, walk twice, shoot. That's what I'm doing.
Ranged attack.
Okay. This is my first time with this weapon that I bought 5 minutes ago, so... Let's see how we do. Hey, that's good. That's a good one.
Looks to be a shot.
My range, by the way, is 13 yards. Which is 9 plus...
range. Yeah.
Okay. This is a fast and a punishing weapon.
Oof.
So let me see what that means.
My favorite.
Fast means whenever a foe is struck by weapons, they have a minus 10 chance to dodge or parry. And punishing... Okay. And punishing is immediately after striking a foe, weapons of this quality add a d6 fury die to the total damage in exchange for spending an action point on the turn. I don't have another action point, so I will just do the 1d6.
Okay.
Right?
That's
an exploding die.
Hey, there it is.
Always with you.
Yeah.
So that's 8 dice damage plus my 4 agility. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not a finesse weapon. So this is actually a brawn. So it's actually still 4. So I'll deal 12 damage with the arbalist.
Nice.
To Morland.
That's pretty damn good.
And hopefully I've gotten his attention.
Yeah, as you sink the bolt into his shoulder, through the chainmail, you see blood dripping from it. He unlimbers the Zweihander, utters a curse underneath his breath, and is decidedly moving towards you. Okay.
What do we say to the god of death? Not today.
Claris, it be your turn. And you need to get to the artifact, it seems.
Yeah, get to the artifact.
I better get down to those artifacts right away.
I mean, that's the plan.
Okay. So you can use a couple of moves to get down into the the ship, into the boat. What do you want to do when you're with the boat, or in the boat rather?
Well, when I'm with the boat, it's much different.
Yes, quite.
Okay, so I'm just gonna use all the move I have, I think, to get to where I need to be.
Okay, so you just make a run, so free AP to run. You're out of line of sight from anyone, so you're not going to get attacked.
Yeah,
okay.
And I don't think I'm going to be able to accomplish much else.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the whole point. We're trying to get him to chase you.
Yep.
That's right.
Chase me. It's round 2. Persephone, you're in hand-to-hand combat with a witch hunter. And,
Yep. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Did we decide that I get to go at the top again, or no?
No, you moved down the
I moved
the
down?
ladder of initiative. Yeah. So you're
Cool.
at just before Polaris.
Okay.
Okay. I am going.
Run!
Well, I kind of want to hit him first. No, you're right. I'm gonna. How do I disengage so that I don't take an attack?
2
of
AP
opportunity?
to make a move
2
and
AP.
disengage. Yeah.
I'm gonna disengage and go back toward the boat. And I'll look at him and be like, "It's working. You can't hit me."
Danny, it's your turn, and you're somewhere. I think Nick said to come round the back or something like that. Oh, muted.
Muted.
I will spend probably all of my action just like run around to that back entrance.
Yep. Take a move times 3 to run. Okay. Hey, it's our good friend the Witch Hunter's turn. So.
Not our good friends. Don't make up those lies, Will.
We need to get them on the boat, guys.
So Nick's close to Morland, so he's going to move in to take a swing. Why not? Yeah.
Dope.
You know what? You convinced me earlier, Nick. I will use that nat 20 against you, rather
Awesome.
than.
I do have lightning reaction, which means that I have an additional action point to dodge or parry.
Okay. So
I get to roll to avoid this
can.
nat 20.
You certainly can.
Dope.
That looks like a good.
Sure looks like I do.
Oh,
Yep.
jeez.
He's got a second
then-
swing coming in,
Great. That's fine.
and I will not use nat 20 on that one. We'll just roll. He misses.
Oh my god.
Luckily for you. Although I will note that he missed by 3,
Oh
because
wow.
this dude
Can hit.
Fuck around. Yeah.
Hey, Will,
Okay.
take off one of those
Yes.
20s at the top of your corner there.
It's going. It's going. It takes like 10 seconds to sync. Don't worry.
Okay, all right. I was worried.
Alrighty. I will also note that if you take an injury from one of these, you in fact take 2 injuries instead of 1, because they have the ability known as Lamb to the Slaughter. All right,
Holy
that's
crap.
Morland's turn.
That is so metal.
Yeah, I know, right? So you ran away. What's your move, Persephone?
Your move is 3 plus your agility bonus.
You're muted, by the way. Doxy, sorry.
Yay! Not alone.
Muted, friends. We should all
6.
just be muted all the
6.
time.
6.
Okay, here's a move of 9, so he will be able to try and catch up with you while you're like getting into the boat.
Okay.
You do have an AP, so you can still try and dodge this attack as it comes in, if he hits. And he really, really, really does on a
Okay.
0-9.
Okay. Yeah, I will try to dodge. I will try
Do it.
it.
I recommend this. It's your game master. I do not recommend you roll a 90 on it.
No, that was. Oh, was it? No, that's. Oh, is that what that is? I thought it was. I saw an 8 and a 1, but.
Yeah, do 100. So,
Keepers.
It's a
Jeepers,
zero
right.
line. You're
it's a
dyslexic.
0-9. I forgot. I gained dyslexia between the time I made that roll.
All right.
It was the spell I cast.
Damn. Yeah.
Let's do it.
The worst luck. Okay, so what's your damage threshold, first of all, Persephone?
5.
5. Okay, so it's 7 plus 5, so 12. So what's your second step of your damage threshold?
11.
So you take 2 steps. So you go from uninjured to whatever it is, lightly injured, and then
Wounded.
moderate. Oh, let's take 2 injuries for you, because when you become moderately wounded, you take an injury. Now let your lamb to the slaughter, you take a second injury as well. All right, let's go look how we roll for injuries in a second.
She can't actually die though because I finished her limerick.
No.
I don't have to read it at her funeral.
Okay, when you gain a injury, you take 3 corruption. So you take
goody.
6 because you've taken 2.
Yep,
Oh,
that's
no.
good. I'm all the way corrupt now. At
You're like-
50.
You're full on corrupt.
Yeah.
We'll work on that after this fight.
Okay.
Fine.
I'm gonna look up to see what kind of injury you get here.
Oh no.
Like I don't actually want you to lose an eye, but I feel like Hilda/Persephone would look badass with an eye patch.
Or at least a milky eye, right?
Yeah, a milky eye for sure.
Milky for sure. Alright, I've got to go to chapter 11. 10 out of 10 would milk again. Suffering injuries.
My slogan.
Alright, let's roll a D100 for me, Doxy.
Okay.
It's a trap.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
33.
33.
That's a thing. That's a crit.
That's
That's
a
A crit
crit,
fail,
but
isn't it?
it doesn't actually matter in
Yeah.
this because we're just rolling on a table.
Like a
so,
table.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
So you have a
Okay.
by being hit by a Zweihander, you have a dislocated shoulder.
Oh no.
It's a heavy weapon.
It's a heavy weapon that will bruise the shit out of you.
Oh.
Cosmic Candy, thank you for the raid. You have -1 AP at the start of each turn. So you start each turn with 2 AP at the moment.
Oh, good.
Because this Zweihander like comes into your shoulder. You need to roll me another D100 because you've taken a second injury.
Yep.
Here's your milky eye.
I have a milky shoulder.
Here comes the milk.
Here's your milk roll.
You have a you have a rattled brain.
Yeah.
You're sure
Mine
do.
is 2 AP. You're a potato.
No, you have -3 to your initiative, which actually shouldn't matter because we're not going to
Okay.
roll
Nice.
any more initiative.
Good.
It might, yeah. Okay, so, but when you roll initiative again, make a note that you have both a rattled brain and you have a dislocated shoulder at the moment, which is kind of sucky. So the witch hunter brings down the Zweihander across your shoulder. It bleeds deep. You are now wounded and injured, I should note. Okay, Morlun took his turn.
You'll never take me alive. Ah!
I don't intend to. Nick,
Oh boy.
it is your turn.
It's my turn, huh?
Sure
All right.
is.
I'm a seasoned combatant. I
Sure
see
are.
that my opponent has a big, heavy, slow weapon, and I'm a fast-moving, slash and dash individual. I am
Oh,
just
boy.
gonna move. I'm not even gonna disengage. Go ahead and take your
All
damn
right.
attack.
Ho! That's a hit.
Well, I have a ton of parry. So I'm going to use my lightning reaction to parry.
Okay.
And guess
Nice.
what? That's nice. Because my parry's 82.
Boom.
So I'm gonna parry that. That's why I asked about the shield plus the Mongosh beforehand. Because they
I mean, if
those,
you're
that's
wielding
my
the
best stat.
Yeah, if you're wielding the Mongosh and the shield at the same time, they should stack, yeah.
Yeah, so mine is 82. So I'm going to parry that. That's 1 action point. Then I'm going to move towards the door, or through the door. I see the other witch hunter, and
Carving
the
up.
whatever's left of Hilda,
Yeah.
Oh no.
and I'm going to use 2 action points to charge at him.
Okay.
My goal is, are they on like a gangplank up to the boat,
Yeah,
or
let's
what?
let's have them on the gangplank up to the boat. She's in the door.
Great.
And
I want to like punch,
Suddenly burst it
shove, stab, like shield bash this person off of his feet onto the boat as best I can, away from Doxy.
You might want to try a different one than a charge, because I think there is a push.
Oh, there is actually something called a charge.
Actions in combat. I'm sure I saw.
I want to shove this person onto the boat.
Let's say that if you charge him and you hit him, that you can move him a bit with the.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the first thing on the combat reference. Charge at movement times 2 at 1d6 fury die.
Yeah. You
that'll hit.
Okay. See if he parries. He parries.
Okay.
Toom.
And this was for just a shove, right?
So the charge is you just attack with your weapon, basically.
Oh,
but
I see.
you like kind of shoulder check him into doing
Cool.
so. As you're like,
That's fine.
you've pen up momentum.
The goal here is I want it to be as far like onto the boat, and hopefully Moreland doesn't have enough action to get to us, but I think he probably does. But I want to be the first target to both witch hunters.
Yeah, you can probably manage that.
Great. That's my turn.
You're sort of like,
I still have my lightning reaction still, just to put that on pause, because I didn't disengage.
So it's sort of like Persephone just on the boat, Witch Hunter and Gangplank, and you behind him, Morland coming up behind. So you're sort of sandwiched between two Witch Hunters, quite nicely. Polaris.
Well, I guess I'll just complete my mission of running on there and making a big show of what I'm about to do, right?
Well, we also built the back exit out the back of the boat, so that they'll follow you down and get locked in this mousetrap.
Yeah. They're also following me, though, so I guess I don't really need to stop and cast a spell.
I guess so. It's up to you.
I'm gonna do it because it's showy.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'm just gonna do something simple, like I'll target like a call lightning, but I'll do it like not necessarily targeting one of them, but like targeting the ground between the two of us, just so they're like, oh shit, check this witch out, and then I'm gonna keep running.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
Yeah, just target it on the guy.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Don't we want to not do that?
Because we don't want to target the boat. We want to target the guy.
Right, but we learned that we can't fight them with magic, remember?
Yeah,
That
I don't want him to
counter magic
right.
will be countered. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, okay, so maybe I'll do... the windy one. Yeah, the Aggies.
Aegis.
Yeah, there you go,
Aegis,
Aegis. So mystical halo of wind from all around me as a protection spell. So I'll just do that.
Good.
So it's it looks super magical, but also doesn't really affect them, but will bolster me slightly, so I'll take it. So I'll do that. So I make an incantation check, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect.
The way we win this fight is we all go into the boat and then they stay on the boat, guys.
Yeah. I did not pass it. I rolled a 97.
Oh. Dang.
Right?
All right. Doesn't go off. Yeah.
At
Okay.
least it wasn't a 99 like that one I did last
right.
time.
There you go. Okay, I failed it.
You didn't use any chaos dice either, so.
I didn't. No. But I mean, there's no real reason for me to pass it, and I'm sure that they heard like me like chanting or making whatever like incantation.
Distraction.
I certainly sounded like a witch.
Yeah.
Definitely
But I'm
witchy
gonna-
sounds happening.
Yeah. I'm super wishy right now. I'm gonna keep running though.
Good.
It is round 3, and it's Persephone's turn. You have a Witch Hunter who's immediately next to you. Nick is behind him, also sort of like just attacked, but he managed to deflect the attack. While Witch Hunter Moreland is sort of coming through the doors, ready to make his entrance. What do you want to do?
Tons of good
Disengage
options.
and run downstairs.
Awesome.
Okay. You successfully do so. Anything else you want to do down there?
I don't think I can. I
You
definitely
can save the
can't
AP.
because I'm minus 1 AP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of
Yeah.
course. Yep. Yeah, so you can.
We
actually
just need to
move
get-
yeah.
The three of us just need to get through the secret door in the back of the boat and then close the door and blow them up. That's all we have to do now.
Yep. Alrighty, Danny. So
Okay,
coming
so
around the
I
back.
ran around to the back.
Yeah.
Am I anywhere
should be
where
there.
I can see anything yet? Or...
Yeah, you can see the scene unfolding behind you. So you're like, you're on the boat, but like you've got line of sight on Morland and the other witch hunter if you want to take a shot.
You can
Yeah,
take
I
aim
will-
from where you are if you're not moving.
And take 1. Yep. I will do that. So I will take aim with 1 AP. And then I will shoot my, which I haven't added onto here yet, my light crossbow with the other 2 AP, I believe it is, to shoot that thing. And I just roll.
Like crossbow is 2 AP.
Yeah, so that's all 3 of mine.
Shoot.
Yep. And you should be well within range.
Yeah, for sure.
It's gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be like 12 yards or something.
Probably a hit.
Yeah, I would think so.
That hits?
I think so.
What is your basic? Simple melee. Simple range. Goodness, words are hard.
So if you have a dot in simple range, then that's definitely going to be a hit.
I have a dot and simple ranged. So yeah, so
Great.
that's
Is it? Yeah.
30.
So it's going to be your brawn plus your dot. So I can't imagine that you have a 20 something in brawn. So I think you're good.
I do. It's like a million. My brawn percentage is 41. My
Oh yeah, you're
AP
way good.
Yeah. You got it.
You're way good. Go ahead and roll damage. Unless he's dodging.
This is
He is going to try and dodge. Yes, he does have his reflexes available to him. This guy's mean. He makes a dodge. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Dang it.
Bad guys dodge too. The
Oops.
bolt sort of manages to dodge out the way as it sort of
Well, that-
sinks into the side of the boat.
At least it takes away his action point.
Wait, but it's
Uh,
fast. So that means he has like a negative.
Oh, he has a negative 10, but he rolled a 20, so
He rolled a 20. His
so that ends up being a 30 plus whatever bonuses he has.
yeah, he makes a dodge.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, pretty high dodge. Okay. Close, but no cigar. Okay. Stephanie's disengaged. I'm going to follow after him. Also, Nick is a problem for... Morland's going to charge into you, Nicholas.
Dope.
As he's already been sort of... he's already been shot in the shoulder by you. He's had enough of this. Charge is a successful hit, so you can try
Okay.
and do your parryage.
I will do so.
Alrighty, he's going to take a second attack. His last
Yep.
AP,
Can't avoid this one.
which is also a hit.
But no charge on this one.
But no charge, so he doesn't get the extra fury die. He just has the 1. So again, same as Persephone, 12 on your...
Okay. Woof, close. So I have a BB plus threshold of 7, and then the next one is 6, so it's 12. Luckily, it's not 13, so I am
Yep, so
lightly
one up.
wounded.
Nice, and so you do not take a injury. Yep.
Awesome.
Which is lucky for you, because otherwise you take 2.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. What's the count here? Okay, so that's him. The other guy is going to disengage and do as you've been wanting him to do to try and get after Persephone, and where he hears the sounds of chanting coming from Polaris. So he's going to move in there.
Good.
Disengage 2 AP. He'll save the other AP to dodge. So he's going to be down where you want him, basically, that guy. But Morland's sticking out of the fight a bit more.
Okay.
Nick.
I'm going to yell, "Light it up!" And then I'm going to dive into the water.
Oh boy. Give me a
Disengage, jump.
Yeah,
sink
disengage
to the bottom.
and jump. Oh boy, you're wearing leather armor, so you're not going to immediately drown, which is a good thing about this plan. Alrighty, you're out of. You're in the water.
Swan dive to the bottom. How deep is it?
Well, this is something we should have tested. I mean, it's
It's a wharf. This is a big
it's
boat.
a wharf, but it's a river, so it'll be deep. How much is your movement?
My movement is 5, 6.
Okay.
6. It looks like.
So you're
'Cause I have 2
so you
advances now.
disengage, jump into the water, get some immediate sort of momentum as you fall, and an extra 6 feet of swimming. So you're 9-10 feet down beneath the boat. Okay.
All right, light it up. Let's do the thing.
Polaris. Morland's eyes go wide in shock. What are you doing, Polaris?
Yikes.
Big ol' yikes.
Big yikes. Okay. Who else is on the boat other than me? And
Me, but you
Nobody
can hold an
killed,
action.
He's got 1 AP, so yeah. Which one has just got an AP? So he can try and dodge or something,
Yeah.
but I mean,
You
he's
guys
gonna
get off
he's
the
gonna be
boat
caught in it.
and then blow it up.
but Persephone seems like she can dive off at least.
She's about to
She
take
held
her turn after you, so yeah, she should be
Okay,
able
okay,
to
okay,
get
okay,
at least 20 feet or something.
Fucking tight. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call lightning down on this ship. I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
Well,
die.
No,
You're
you guys
fine.
got to get off the boat first.
You could die. This is 3 hours into this plan, by the way.
You're right, it is.
I
This
just feel
part.
like
I
maybe you
think
should have
that's
held
cool.
your action, and we should have both jumped off first.
How
Yeah,
far
just
away are you?
hold
How
lightning
far away
and
are
run.
you? No. Wait. I need to think about this a little better. How far away is Persephone from me?
I mean, how
We're,
how far away is
engaged
she, Stephanie?
range,
Yeah, you're pretty close.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they
You're
can
what?
see each other, I feel like it would be like an eye contact thing, like I'm gonna do this, and at the same
Yeah.
time, as
But
Persephone
not
was
far enough
jumping.
for me to grab her, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's close enough where you could grab her. I
Oh
would
fuck
say.
it! I'm gonna fucking grab her and I'm gonna dive us off the edge.
Nice.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
you're gonna dive off the edge and then call lightning, or call lightning and dive off the edge?
Yeah, as
matter.
you're jumping, die hard
As
style,
you're jumping.
finger guns.
Yippee
Also do the cocaine, the wish cocaine in the toe as you're doing it. Yeah.
Out of your special snuff necklace.
I straight up tackle my best friend off this boat. We dive down, and as I dive down, I'm just
Wow.
All right. Okay. Okay. So I'm guessing Persephone, you're going with this, right? Because it's about to be your turn. We can say that you're sort of taking your. action.
Yeah, I willingly get tackled off the boat. Definitely, yes.
Allow yourself to. Okay. Polaris, the call lightning is going to go off to nat 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna nat 20 it.
Nice.
Alrighty.
I'm pretty sure my score in Pride is a 0, so yeah. I tackle off the boat.
So, yeah, as Polaris grabs Persephone and on the way down calls lightning down, a fire and then a huge cacophony of explosion happens on the boat on the wharf of Einem, and there is fire, explosives, and woods just flying everywhere as the group of you dive into water and cover. And Staffan, with a £50 donation, this could either be very good, I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, or very, very bad at this point. Oh, staff, what's it gonna be? Oh no. Oh my god, the players are duplicated, double actions from here on in. Hey, that's gonna be really useful as you guys get away.
Awesome.
That's gonna be useful. Staff, thank you so much for the donation, my friend.
I used all of my extra actions to hug Polaris and be like, "This is why you're my best friend. You're so badass."
I shake her on the way down.
Right. Something that comes out as, "This is why you're my."
So as the explosion goes off and a group of you are caught in midair or in the water, that's what we're going to end tonight's episode of Zweihander Blackhearts. We will see what happens to the party. Woo!
Amazing episode, Will.
Oh boy!
Yeah. Well done, Will.
No, you guys, the hand goes to you, my friends. That was amazing work. A lot of planning and a lot of good tactics there. You guys were
as Polaris and Persephone are like falling into the water.
Yes, we are.
Danny's gonna shout, "Garden been opening up, closer to Carefree. Her friendship she holds dear. Easily she can instill fear. Banger's trust I would gain with glee."
Yay! And then fucking run!
Boom.
And then run!
Hell out of here. That's everything catches on fire in front of Danny. Amazing.
Man.
Well played, everybody. Well played. Yeah, like I say, that's tonight's episode of The Blackhearts.
Wow.
Check out Zweihander. Head over to GrimandPerilous.com. Check out Main Gauch right now on Drive for RPG. It's on sale for $6.66 compared to a normal $20. So go and grab it there. I will, in fact, in a couple of days, I'm expecting a package from Zweihander, which is the new revised rulebook. I'll be showing it off on stream. We'll be doing a little run through of it and take a look at what's new in the revised book. Yeah, so check it out. That'll be on sale soon if it's not already on sale. So yeah, but man, tonight's episode of the Blackhearts. Whoo! What a show. It had it all. You know, it had the intrigue. It had a magic penis.
It had it all.
It had a magic penis.
Yeah,
It had a magic penis.
10 out of 10. Best episode yet. Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, every episode has technically had a magic penis, but this is the episode that we found out that they all did. So
Right.
This is the episode where it was named.
yeah, it was
Right.
when it was first seen. Wow. Well, let's go around the cast and the crew. Did we enjoy ourselves tonight? Where can we find you guys online? Let's start with Kimmy. How's that tonight for you and Danny?
It's terrible. It was the worst. I hated every second of it. Will, why can't you make this better? Gosh, that was fantastic. Oh my god. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to play next week. I am Miss Kimmy D85 on Twitter. You can find me there, like loudly declaring how much I love Zweihander and how much I enjoy my time with Blackhearts and all these wonderful folks and writing these ridiculous limericks on the spot. So yeah, that's it.
Hell yeah. Love it. Couldn't love it anymore. Doxy.
Hi.
I didn't think of one. I was going to go for Xavier and Magneto again, but I don't know. You're more of some kind of, I don't know, explosive revolutionary at this point, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I fucking dick magicer. I don't fucking know. Hi, I'm Doxy. I'm gross and ridiculous, and if you like that kind of thing, you can follow me at twitch.tv/ZER0DOXY. I don't have anything else to add, except for thank you, Will. These sessions are so much more fun every time. Like, every time gets more fun, and I like everybody more every time. It's just, what a blast.
Me too. I agree. I concur. Well done, me. No. Ruben, man. Cool episode for Nick today. He got a ton of new gear. He swiveled those tactics. He parried. He dodged. Man.
I got to use every tool in the toolbox. That's right. Hopefully, one can hope.
Yeah.
I'm big on Alicia. That would be great. Hey everybody, My name's Ruben Bressler. You can find me online at MOXREUBY. In addition to here on Friday nights, you can also catch me Mondays on Ravnica the Broken Pact, the Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica show on twitch.tv/D&D. Join us Mondays at 8 p.m. Pacific. And then on Wednesday nights, we do Magic Mics, that's MICS, which is the Magic the Gathering news review show where we'll be recapping the week that was in Magic the Gathering. Lots of news this week with the Mythic Invitational and lots of arena developments, so please do join me there. I can't wait for next week. Boy, this was such a fun episode. We had political intrigue, we had a little bit of shopping, we had a little bit of flirting, and then we had a dope fight scene that ended with blowing up the ship. Blow this ship up. And hopefully taking out a couple of baddies along the way. I think that we did okay.
Hell yeah. Fantastic. Polaris, redemption for your previous sins. Perhaps you are no longer a heretic. Perhaps you're even more of a heretic for blowing up witch hunters. You're probably like a super heretic now.
I'm sick of your shit, Will.
Me too. Me too, to be honest.
Limit.
Yep. Episode 9. Done!
Episode 9, sick of Will shit. I feel really good. I got to tackle my best friend in the world and like hug dive off of this ship into what's not an ocean but maybe a river, but still just as romantic.
You blew the ship up. You blew it up.
You did it.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
I blew
Yeah.
it up.
It's amazing.
Let it be known. Yeah, I'm real happy. I'm real happy with how this went. In contrast as to last episode when I kind of screwed us all over. So I'm feeling pretty good. Anyways, so I'm no longer sorry about that. I feel like I redeemed myself.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Well, I don't mind how you played it to begin with, but certainly this was a much better turnout than the previous time.
Again, like I said, Will put all that doubt in my head. So thank you for saying
Unbelievable.
that. Again, I'm sorry. I can't help but feel the guilt. I'm glad it's shaken out this way, though. I'm glad that we might make it at least another few episodes. I'm excited for next week for Charlie and Tomb to get back, so hopefully we can take on the play.
Tomb and Charlie played a big part in this episode, even while not here.
Yeah, that's
Tomb
true.
did at least for sure.
Yeah, with the intel and the explosives.
Charlie guy.
Yeah. Okay, who's Charlie? I forgot.
I feel so bad. I didn't know that they were going to do that to you, Danny. I feel so bad.
Oh my God.
All the laudanum. All of it.
Yeah, that's not going to be great.
That's
Well,
what I
we'll
had.
explore it next week.
No, she's not telling any of you that she did that.
Ooh, that's
Corruption
worse.
rolls to make. We'll do that beginning of
Check
next week's
out all
session.
the witch coke and laudanum will be taken next week here on Blackhearts.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm Lydia. you can find me online at CastleMacLydia. I do other D&D and RPG stuff on my Twitter. You find me there. We're starting Storm King's Thunder on Sunday on my Twitter channel, which is with my family at twitch.tv/CastleMac. Find me there. I'm going to play an elephant person. It's going to be great. I'm losing my train of thought. It's real late.
Wow, how
do another
original.
thing.
Another elf.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Wow, I'm just a dick tonight. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
No! What did I do to you?
Will.
I'm bad. Yeah. Oh, he's bad.
I thought she was saying she was going to be a loxodon. I thought she was going to be an elephant
That's
person.
what I was saying. Thank you.
Oh, an elephant person? Oh,
It wasn't being bratty.
That ruined my. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I hope you feel like a
Right.
real dick now.
Yeah, Will.
Yeah.
God.
All right. Well,
Thanks for inviting me to your channel.
guess I'm gonna have to bring
Yeah.
some more witch hunters next week.
Oh, boy.
There's like
All
10 more now.
We're out of boats. We're going to have to figure out a way to blow them up without boats.
I'm not gonna DM. Yeah. No. killed my 2 witch hunters. Boy, I'm looking forward to next week's session. Killed some witch hunters, blown up a boat. Where can we go from here? I don't know. Political intrigue, assassination, and taking over City. Maybe, who knows? We'll find out next week. Should be all of us back next week. I hope so. We get Toom and Charlie's perspective on things. But until next time, trying to troll too many nat ones. Oh yeah, if you want to find me, well, congratulations, you already have. You're here on my channel. You can follow me on Twitter if you want. You can follow me on YouTube if you want to as well. That's also an option for you. Same dealio, all the links down below, all that good shit. But yeah, trying to troll too many nat ones. We want to be laughing when you do. That's kind of how that goes. Good night, everyone. Build it. Build it.